through the fantastic tuition from Rachel. The easy-to-follow steps shown on this DVD will make you feel like you have your own personal tutor and experience many different techniques specifically designed for creating earrings. This DVD covers how to make your own findings, Aztec, Art Deco and Aphrodite earrings. To get your hands on a copy of this fantastic DVD, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655. Get creative with Jewellery Maker.
There are two easy ways you can purchase from Jewellery Maker. You can watch our show on Sky, Virgin, Freeview and FreeSat and call our free phone number where you'll be put through to our friendly help team who can place your order. Alternatively, you can go to our website and click to register. Once you've filled in the required details, you can start shopping. You can watch the show by clicking on the Watch Live Show button on the home page. You can also use our quick search tool and narrow down your results. Once you have found an item that you like, simply click on the Add to Basket button and you can continue shopping or check out right away. Don't forget you can add as many items to your basket per day for only 1 P&P. Enjoy shopping with Jewellery Maker. There are two easy ways you can purchase from Jewellery Maker. You can watch our show on Sky, Virgin, Freeview and FreeSat and call our free phone number where you'll be put through to our friendly help team who can place your order. Alternatively, you can go to our website and click to register. Once you've filled in the required details, you can start shopping. You can watch the show by clicking on the Watch Live Show button on the home page. You can also use our quick search tool and narrow down your results. Once you have found an item that you like, simply click on the Add to Basket button and you can continue shopping or check out right away. Don't forget you can add as many items to your basket per day for only 1 P&P. Enjoy shopping with Jewellery Maker.
Happy Christmas, everybody! Oh, I tell you what, I'm excited. I'm so excited. This is my favourite time of year.
This is mine. I wait all year for this. Easter and Christmas. The rest of it's just
Easter.
waiting.
Yeah, you're an Easter.
Chocolate, isn't it?
Chocolate.
Only holidays with chocolate.
Controversial. Controversial. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, each to their own. After I'm a Christmas person.
Yeah, I love Christmas.
I love Christmas. Just do you know what? I'm very much a home bird. I love to be around my family and my friends. Yeah. I'd rather that than being out and about than so out in any nightclub or any pub.
Or I couldn't have Christmas dinner in a restaurant. I'd have to have it at home in my pyjamas on.
See, Martha was saying earlier on, no, go out for your Christmas dinner. I was like, I've never done it. I love
dressed up.
Yeah, I'd rather be in my sloppies.
Yeah. No makeup, hair a mess, new pyjamas, because Santa brings you new pyjamas every year.
I do try. I will put a face of makeup on.
Oh no, don't do that.
But we've got visitors coming, so I suppose I don't want to scare them. Believe it or not. Are you all right, Al? It would be a case of that. Are you feeling okay? But I love Christmas because it is all about family and your friends and everybody. And can I just say, because I have certainly got neighbours close to me who I know will be spending Christmas on their own. We are live here at Jewellery Maker, so do tune in to us. And if you have got anybody local to you, just go out and say Happy Christmas to them, because I do think it means an awful lot. Yeah, it does mean an awful lot because not everybody. I've certainly spent Christmases on my own in the past.
Yeah, I have, yeah.
You know, so it's nice to be surrounded or have that gesture. Anyway, now your star buy. Oh, I can't believe that I'm about to say this. 180 centimetres, 370 carats of ruby. How much ruby jewellery can you commission from this one star buy? I've never brought you this amount of ruby, ever. And I'm not, do you know this is, I'm going to say something which you might think, gosh, okay, yeah, that makes sense, Al. Instead of them being big individual, big boulders, I suppose, they're smaller, faceted. Every single one is faceted and they're smaller rondelles. I love that about it because there's more work, more mining that's gone into it, more colour matching and grading. 180 centimetres of ruby. The king of gemstones. Recently broke all records for, as selling at one of the world's most prestigious auction houses for £19 million. Not £19 million today. I can't believe we're bringing a star buy with just so much. I don't know if you're going to need to buy ruby for a very, very long time if you're grabbing it now. If this is your favourite gemstone, or certainly one of, then you're going to love this deal. Look at the perfection of colour matching that you've got here. Look at the perfection of colour matching. Look at the quality and the lustre, the sparkle. It's the very definition of ruby red, the primary tones that we long for. I mean, Fleur, you commission pieces for loved ones, you were saying earlier on. Any ruby babies? I mean, can you imagine? You'd only need a handful of these.
That's all you'd need. I love to do the like a stacker bracelet with just 2 inches of a precious gemstone and then sterling silver chain either side. And you know, they're expensive, but how many bracelets could you do with nearly
Endless.
2 meters? You know, that's a lot of ruby. You could do a ruby belt. You could make yourself a ruby belt.
You actually could make a ruby belt. Oh my goodness, who owns a ruby belt? I don't, but I want one. I want a ruby belt.
Can you imagine? Or just a big, long lariat style, pure as it sits like that. And I'd keep the tassels and everything. I'd just restrand it and then knot it in the middle. It's just.
It's a passionate, beautiful gemstone. And yeah, totally agree. And it's recognised the world over. I'm just thinking now, you said you've just, you know, tidied up all of your workshops so that you're not tempted to step in over the next couple of days so you can spend it with your family. I'm just thinking, okay, I'm in Fleur's workshop where you've got various different gemstones, Fleur, and I imagine that you're quite organised.
No.
No? Okay. All right then. But you've got different gemstones here and there.
Yeah.
I'm just imagining these in one specific location in your workshop. Oh, what's that up there, Fleur? Oh, that's all my that's my 370 carats of ruby.
That wouldn't be put away. That would be out on my workbench, and I wouldn't stop till I've made everything with it.
Yeah, I bet.
Because you just wouldn't. It's just beautiful.
I bet.
I've seen it all show. And as soon as I came, I was like, was I next to you?
You love your ruby, don't you?
I do love ruby. It's a traditional gemstone of lots of history.
And there's no denying, you don't have to be educated on gemstones in particular to know that this is ruby. You recognise it straight away. You say, what's the red gemstone? Most children would go, ruby, as a gem. One of the most durable gemstones, so perfect for your bracelets, your rings, and every piece of jewellery. It's second to a diamond, of course, 9 on the Mohs scale, but definite primary reds that you're seeing here. Not 90 centimetres, you're getting 180 centimetres because this is a double opportunity. we are going to bring you the luxury, the quality of natural ruby here. It's not even Fisher filled or heat treated. We should be bringing this to you. This is incredible. At £80, £89, sorry, and 90 pence. That's incredible. £89.90. But never mind, should be Christmas Eve. Oh, this is a big price drop. I'm thinking maybe you don't know what to do with exactly that amount of carat weight. Wow. You will. You'll become inspired. That's a £29.99 saving, £59.95 for you because you tuned in this afternoon. We're featuring Fleur's favourite colour. We've only got 30 of these remaining within the vault. Fleur, 370 carats.
I wonder if Jan's watching, because I'd love to know if you can make every piece of jewellery on Jan's new DVD tomorrow with all that ruby. Can you imagine doing all those? I think there's usually about 5 or 6 projects, isn't there, on a DVD?
That's a good question.
Imagine doing 5. If Jan's watching, could you do all of your projects with this one bundle? Because all you'd need then is your wire.
Yeah.
And you could make all those pieces on that DVD.
Bear in mind, I'm holding on to a lot here as well. So if I look at how many I've got, so where you can't see. What you can't see there. I would imagine you could.
Yeah. In between each, but I know Jan does a lot of like pearl and then precious stone, pearl, precious stone. Just threading that on, pearl then ruby, just in a beautiful
oh my goodness, that would be amazing.
And earring, whole suites, because you would get a good few suites. I know you've got to buy your pearls as well, but we've all got, a lot of us have got pearls in our stash. This is just, it just complements everything.
You're getting 2 of these. 2. I'm just putting it right next to my meter. It is a meter to me. On this here, it says 1 meter. More than if you include the tassels. It says 100. It says you're guaranteed 90 centimetres, but this one here we go, from 1, there we go, start there. Literally, it's actually over 100 centimetres. Let's measure this one as well. Same applies. You've got 3 rondelles just over, so 200 centimetres you've got here in the studios. Well done, and a massive £30 saving. Now, earlier on today, one of the biggest auctions of the entire month, and bear in mind that here at Jewellery Maker we've had one of the most historical months in terms of, we had the biggest clearance event, obviously lots of changes here at Jewellery Maker, very exciting and positive changes. Never be afraid by change, don't be, because you need change to progress, you do, and we're a big company, we are global, and because we are a global company, it does mean that we can bring you opportunities such as this. Now, we started with over 300 of these. A third of the, sorry, we're down to now the final third of stock. But what did you just say then, Kim? Oh, okay, I beg your pardon. We've got 50 remaining. How many do we start with exactly? 330. We're down to the last 50. And how many are in baskets? Over 40 in baskets. So it is a case of, don't let that put you off. Be on those phone lines. If you're shopping with me on the phone, dial that number right now. I'll deliberately not bring the strand to screen for it to give you a chance to punch in those digits. It's a free phone telephone number. Even if you think, okay, well, I'll hesitate to press my option 1, that's absolutely fine. Just be there, because this will be an entire on-screen sellout. I don't think it's going to be replicated on another day. I don't know if even on the repeats of today's show, if it's going to be available then. They're big individual Tanzanites. I love the fact, because the quality of colour is there, that the master lapidus has looked at this parcel and gone, you know what, leave it, polish it, leave it without the facets, allow that colour be the main focal point, the main attraction. We've got less than 50 available now, and I've got people multi-buying. If you're one of those 30 web bidders, you'll need to check out. Hopefully now you're on the phone lines, hopefully now you're ready to press that option 1, because the moment I bring this to screen, we were saying, Fleur, this is some of the finest. I can't believe the price that you're about to see. They're big sizes, a 34 centimetre strand of quality vanadium rich Tanzanite, 80 carats. And my goodness, it is going to an affordable price. Glenda, Christine, Philip, Betty, Susan, Diane, Carol. That's literally the jewellery makers and collectors that have joined me since this recap. since this recap, and some of you are choosing to multi-buy. I've also got London, Somerset, Worcester, Hazel, Jane, West Yorkshire, West Midlands, Kimberley, Isabel, Glamorgan, Essex, John, Margaret, Devon, Alwyn is with me as well, Diane in London's with me as well, Hazel, you've just checked out, congratulations, Susan, East Riding of Yorkshire. You can tell, listen, if I sound like I'm actually doing a running commentary on maybe the Grand National, it's because I'm excited for you. I am, and I'm really, hopefully, stressing the fact that you do need to have a certain sense of urgency. Let's bring that price tag on your screens. $19.95 for the quality of your Tanzanite here. Rich, intense. We had less than 50 from 330 launched. Brand new premiere today. Massive, heartfelt congratulations. I mean, we were talking about earlier on, Fleur, that I think we should all get together and all show off all of our Tanzanite. Because I was saying just how grateful I am to Jewellery Maker for making my my collection the way it is today. Yeah. I would not own Tanzanite if it was not for Jewellery Maker.
No, it's one of those gemstones that before Jewellery Maker existed, as jewellery makers that were sort of like looking at maybe using jades, agates and jaspers, we would never have dreamt that we could use Tanzanite, ruby, sapphire, Larimar. These
diamonds.
Gemstones just weren't available because nobody wanted to drill them and, you know, like you say, colour graduate them and size graduate them.
Absolutely.
There's a lot of work that goes into just one strand.
Yeah, and that's something we don't appreciate enough, I think. The fact that every single one of these Tanzanites are colour matched so beautifully, the uniformity of colour all the way around. Yeah. You know, you're not having so much a very, very dark and beautiful and intense, obviously that desired colour, and so much a very pale and insipid. You've all got that intensity throughout the entirety. Good luck. It is going to be a straight battle, first come, first serve. Well done. Need to move on. Massive heartfelt congratulations. Now, what number? Oh, now, where are they? Oh, sorry, so you're looking at the back of my head. Where have they gone? Hang on a minute, because they... Wait. No, I can't see them. It's not... No, because that's what's in that. Here's our Christmas elf. That was... No. Oh, hang on. Amelia, I am so sorry. I put a bundle on top of it.
I was going to just say.
Amelia must despair of me.
You're not the worst.
I'm not the worst. Really?
No.
There's worse than me?
Yeah.
Okay, that's a relief. Sorry, Amelia. Oh, look.
They're worth waiting for, aren't
They are worth... Sorry, everybody at home as well. I've got less than an hour and I want to bring you as many new Christmas Eve deals. Look at the quality of this Zambian amethyst. Zambian amethyst. Some may not know that the Zambian mine is owned by Gem Fields. Now, Gem Fields, literally as it said. Mila Kunis is the brand ambassador for Gem Fields. It's not just amethyst that they mine. Zambian mines actually mine emeralds as well, some of the wonderful coloured gemstones. They've recently actually adopted a very similar mentality to us here at Jewellery Maker. They want to cut out a lot of well, basically they've gone from their mine directly into a very, very high-end brand. They haven't developed a brand. They've bought one which is one of the most historic, and that is Fabergé. They've bought the Fabergé brand. So if you look, we've all heard of Fabergé, Fabergé eggs, etc. Then if you go on Gem Fields, they are synonymous to some of the finest and intense colours. They could have bought any location in the world, I would imagine, but they went for the Zambian mine in your amethyst just because it has got that very intense velvety purple, which is the best quality. Basically, the more intense that colour, the more valuable it is. Obviously, the more inclusion free. So these might well have ended up in Fabergé eggs. I find that absolutely fascinating. Might well have ended up in Fabergé jewellery. Might well have ended up in around some Hollywood A-listers neckline. They're also very, 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 very strict on the fact that they are kind to the environment. They do support their local communities as well. So they're an ethical company. If you want to have if you want to look into Gemfields as a company, go onto their website and you'll read lots and lots about them and how supportive they are. Very popular. So Fabergé, you think very big designer, very, very big jewellery, you know, they're not short of a few quid. They could have bought any mine in the world. Zambian is the location that they chose just because of the quality that you're seeing on your screen right now. 360 carats, they're 12mm rounds. Apparently they should be £19.95. We're going to bring it to a lowest ever price point. Shirley, Audrey, Jane, Georgina, another Shirley. Never been at this price before. Lowest ever price, £12.95. I know. I see. I kind of look to my right and I see Fleur shaking her head in despair.
I've never seen a 12mm Zambian amethyst ever.
Particularly Zambian. I'm so glad you went Zambian.
Yeah, I've seen lavender amethysts and dogtooth amethysts and sage amethysts. Never seen a Zambian amethyst that size.
You can really see the distinction, can't you, as well? Really see the distinction of the difference of colour, can't you?
Just one as a pendant. That's all it would. All you would need was one. Just on a head pin.
I agree. I'm sure, not just me, I'm sure everybody here at Jewellery Maker, just because we are lucky enough to have been educated in the different locations, and you do become privy to and able to sort of distinguish the locations of different gemstones by eye. Listen, I'm not saying we're always right, but sometimes you can do it. Zambian amethyst is really recognised just because of its intensity. It's velvety. Kiki McDonald loves to use it. Bulgari uses it. Chopard uses it. There's a big publication in. Let me think. Oh gosh, not Financial Times. What am I talking about? The Telegraph did a wonderful publication on Zambian amethyst as well. Lowest ever price. Well done. Well done. Well done. Well done. It was worth the wait, wasn't it? It was worth the wait. Sorry, Kimbo. I've got so much here, that's the thing. I'm under pressure now. Can I do it, Kimbo? Can I do it?
You shake your maracas.
Does she just shake her TikToks at me?
Do you know, I have missed that today. That's just, because when you did the other ones, I thought, is she going to say it?
Go on, you have to do it now.
Well, I'm not very good at accents apart from
Neither am I. Goodness me, I don't do a Brummie. I do like a Brummie Welsh accent, which doesn't quite gel, does it?
Mine's Yorkshire. Mine's going to be Yorkshire.
Yorkshire Brummie. Go on, I'd like to see that combination.
Did she just take her Tic Tacs at me?
That's all right, that.
Why did I go really high?
I don't know. It's a bit like me the other day when yesterday when I went, and this is made by Sue. Not Sue, Sue. I've got no idea. But Sue, wasn't it, Ben? I don't know why. Everything I went up. It was so random. It was untrue. Anyway.
I do apologise. My accent was no good.
No, listen. I love an accent. I do. I love locational accents and things like that.
Well, the only one I can do is Sheffield Barnsley.
Ben is just saying that my director is saying, Birmingham, best accent for reading Shakespeare in. Well, he was a Brummie, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was.
So do you think he spoke like Romeo? Oh, it's not very good, is it? Romeo? We're for Arthur, Romeo.
That was more Wolverhampton.
I sounded more a bit Liverpudlian then, didn't I?
No, I was going to say you're going a bit north there. That's a bit... It's a bit.
I mean, no offence. This is coming from someone that has an accent like I do. Listen, I love an accent. I do.
Yeah. I just think they're funny. I was saying to somebody a couple of days ago when the World Student Games came to Sheffield, there were lots of Chinese students with their phrase book.
Yeah.
And the worst people they could have asked was Sheffield, because what we said didn't even sound like English.
Oh, I got, yeah.
You know, these poor people were wandering around completely lost with their phrase books and their guidebooks, and they were asking.
Oh, you can imagine, can't you?
It's hilarious.
I'm just thinking of people going to Wales now, when and certainly a lot of my friends are, all right, but they're like, hang on a minute, what does but mean?
Yeah.
But. You can imagine the confusion, can't you, on the face? Sorry, Kimbo. I've totally digressed, and she's not even trying to rein me in because she is that poorly, bless her. I'm so sorry, Kimbo. It's all from shaking the Tic Tacs, isn't it? That's what that advert. I love it. I love it. Now these are your gold-plated brass rondelles, so they're a little bit more sort of squeezed together, I suppose. You can see by the dimension, 3 by 2 millimeters. You get 750. We were talking about this size earlier on, weren't we?
Yep. Yeah, perfect size.
Easily get your leather cord through those. Again, you can use these exclusively in a design. You can use them alongside your ruby or your Tanzanite. That would look incredible. With your sapphire and your Larimar. I don't think there's a gemstone which wouldn't complement these. And they are going to go a long way. You said, Fleur, that you think they're a bit bottomless, these tubes.
They are bottomless, yeah. You tend to use what you think is hundreds in a design, then you look at the tube and there's still hundreds left in there.
Very popular as well.
They are very popular. Every guest designer uses them, whatever medium they're using. But you can also use them in your home furnishing. You can decorate your handbags, your shoes. You know, you can do all sorts with them. They're so versatile. They really are versatile.
Do you know what would be nice? I've just had an idea, because you said shoes. I love an anklet.
Yeah.
An anklet, I find you're nodding. I think they're really slimming anklets. If you wear them, if you wear anklets that little bit too big, so they fall down over the foot ever so slightly, they're ever so slimming.
They are. They love it, and you can attach them to your shoes as well.
Yeah, I'm thinking these would be stunning in an anklet.
Yeah. So if you've got if you've got a pair of shoes that have got an ankle strap, you take that off, and then you could bead a strap, and like you say, have it a little bit loose, because that can cut your leg off, can't it?
Yeah.
You know, not literally, but you know, make you look shorter or your legs.
They do. They shorten your legs straight away, don't they? When you have a strap across them. Absolutely. I know exactly where you're coming from. We need to bring that price tag in for you. Should be £12.95. Lots of you there. I'm hoping I'm going to see lots of anklets.
Be nice.
I'm going to make myself one.
Should do. You could do a stretchy one.
I could do a stretchy one.
Yeah.
I could do a stretchy anklet. Not £12.95, and if I was to go into a jeweller's and buy an anklet, then I would certainly pay more than £9.95. Fabulous, and you're going to make loads of anklets out of this, or whatever it is.
Stack of bracelets.
Stack of bracelets, absolutely. Rings. Charm bracelets.
I saw in the high street stretchy rings as well.
Yeah.
And all they were these like gold coloured seed beads into a ring.
On elastic. On
elastic, and I think it was £25 or £35.
What shop?
It was a high street jeweller's, but a beaver one.
I know which one you mean. Yeah, they make dams. They make dams.
And it was the brand that makes us say macrame bracelets rather than.
Yeah, I know who you mean.
Other kind of
I know you mean. £10 only, fabulous. Keep on those phone lines to check out if you are with me on the web. We were trying to give you a little indiscreet where you get. It doesn't really matter. If you're wondering what on earth, why are they talking about beavers now, for goodness sake? Don't worry about it. Listen, it's not even worth catching up with this conversation. Now it's time for your fabulous designs and your amazing creations. Keep your eye out, of course, for you might be a Christmas winner. You might be a Christmas winner. The draw is done on Wednesday for today's Wall of Fame. So good luck. It's up after this. Do you know what I've just realised, Fleur? If somebody had just literally tuned in at that moment, just before, and we were talking about beavers,
they would have thought it was Jewellery Maker.
They would have been, what on earth is this channel all about?
We are quite random though, aren't we? That's
Very
what's so
random.
Nice. It's like having friends in your front room talking about random things.
I think everybody's used to us, to be
Yeah,
honest.
yeah.
So yeah, you excuse them. Oh look, Fleur and Elle are off on it again.
It's not about
it
bees.
was bees the other day. Now it's beavers.
Yeah, we're not talking about bees because then I will laugh. No more.
more. Now, anyway, it's time for you to have, bask in the glory of your amazing pieces and your creations, and obviously keep everything luck for a Christmas win. Shall I start?
Yeah.
Should we order in numerical
Yes,
order, I suppose? I've got number 315 here. Look at this. Love how it's laid out as well. And it comes from Cheryl in Grimsby. A very good afternoon to you, Cheryl. Good morning, JM. This week's Wall of Fame is a necklace I made with a clearance bargain. It's a whole strand of purple coloured marcasite and purple 3mm wire mesh knotted either side. I just carried on until I ran out of beads, so I can't. So I can wrap it around my neck up to 4 times depending on how long I want it. Good luck to all in the draw, and that's Cheryl in Grimsby. I love that. A very sort of loose and relaxing way of wearing jewellery and gemstones.
And you could do the same with, we've had Zambian amethyst and the wire mesh.
Yeah, absolutely. You can do the same with that. Lovely, well done.
I've got a beautiful pendant number 316, and it says, Dear all at Jewellery Maker, please accept this as my entry to this week's Wall of Fame. It's a labradorite wire-wrapped pendant with gold wire, clasp and chain. Everything I use is, of course, from JM. Good luck to all the other waffers. Very best wishes to everyone at JM and all my fellow crafters, and that's from Lynn in Suffolk, Ipswich, Suffolk. Beautiful, Lynn.
Amazing, Lynn.
Gorgeous. Lovely.
Stunning pendant.
Stunning.
Now, I just had to check the back of this to go, is that what gemstone I think it is? Seriously, look at the quality.
That's lovely.
Look at the
Great
wire
camera
work
work.
quality, but look at all those colours. Wow.
Stunning.
Such intricate wire work, and again, check out the gemstone. 317 comes from Eve Sinnott. Eve, this is absolutely stupendous. The fact that you've got all the colours of the rainbow there in a labradorite. Wow, wow, wow. Hello, Jewellery Maker. This is my second entry in 2 years. Please do send some more in, Eve. My best friend's fiance asked me to make a pendant for his future wife for Christmas. He wanted labradorite set in silver, and this was the finished article. This was my first attempt at setting a cabochon with no drill hole, using only wire wrapping techniques. I hope you like it. Eve, can I just say, please can you send us some more in, because that's amazing.
You're onto a winner with wire wrapping.
You really are.
That's stunning. So neat.
Oh, wow,
Beautiful.
wow.
I've got a beautiful suite of jewellery here, number 318, and this is from Julie Simkiss, and it says, Hi, please find attached my entry for this week's Wall of Fame. All components from JM, rutile quartz, silver coloured spacer beads and sterling silver accent ring with rutile drops. Happy Christmas to all at JM and all the viewers. Also, pass on our thanks to the lapidarists who cut our gemstones. We'd be nowhere without them. Lovely.
Isn't that a nice message?
That's really lovely. Thank you, Julie. That's Julie Simkiss.
Yeah,
Beautiful
absolutely.
jewellery.
There's so many people we need to thank for all these opportunities, isn't there? Yeah. Incredible. I've got number 319, and what a lovely photo as well. It comes from Leslie Wilson in Nottinghamshire, and she says, Hi everyone, I made this necklace and earring set for my sister. It includes 8mm chocolate coloured shell pearls, 6mm pink quartzite and red quartz, and silver plated findings, all items JM. I'd like to say that we, my 2 adult daughters and myself, have each been watching Jewellery Maker constantly of late, and we have each managed to make some ridiculous savings from your recent mad offers on screen and on the website. The 3 of us are constantly comparing what we've bought from JM, and I must say we've never had such an extensive stash of gemstones before. Though you always seem to come up with new ones we've not previously had, which is great. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year to you all, and let's hope 2016 brings us all many more wonderful gemstones. Without shadow of a doubt, Leslie, what a lovely message. That's Leslie Wilson in Huthwaite, is that, have I said that right? Huthwaite in Nottinghamshire. Beautiful, beautiful design, and I love the fact that you're basking in lots of gemstones. You're number 319.
I've just had to take this one off, I'm sorry, because the message is on the back.
Okay.
So this is number 320, so if I hold it like that, can you see that okay? It says, this is from Pippa. It says, I wanted to share this necklace I made with you. It's faceted green onyx centre with cloudy quartz and aventurine rounds. finished with seed beads and silver. Wishing everyone at Jewellery Maker a very happy Christmas. Can you imagine that with a Larimar as well?
Oh gosh, yeah, with the one on the
Stunning.
Larimar. Yes,
That's number 320.
Amazing. I've got number 321. Oh, look at this. It comes from Tanya, I hope I say this right, Mahon in Birmingham. And she says, hi all at JM Tower. It's been a while since I entered the Wall of Fame. Had a bit of jewellery block. I was watching the talented designers and one was working with some red gems and gave me inspiration to drag out my polymer clay and Christmas cutters. Made myself this butterfly bracelet with my scrap clay. Hope you like it. I absolutely do, and I love that. It's quite terracotta-like.
It is, isn't it?
Beautiful. Merry Christmas to all, and that's Tanya in Birmingham. Merry Christmas to you. You're number 321.
I've got number 322, a stunning piece of jewellery here, and another polymer clay piece. And this is from Wayne Sanders, and it says, please find my entry to the Wall of Fame competition. Made this using polymer clay and rhinestones for the pendant and hematite beads, which graduate from small to big, from top to bottom. Beautiful.
Lovely,
that's
Wayne.
Polymer clay. Absolutely beautiful, Wayne. Well done.
Fantastic. You know, from first glance, I was looking at thinking, oh, gemstones, but yeah, you can actually see.
Polymer clay.
That's fabulous.
Stunning.
It's kind of like a big Christmassy wreath.
Yeah, or like a poinsettia with different
Yeah,
colours.
love it. I thought of that as well.
Yeah.
I thought of that. I've got my last one is number 323.
That's nice, isn't it?
That is incredible, and it comes from Susie Susie Wright. Hello to you, Susie. It says, hello and happy Christmas to all at JM. This macrame bracelet is a Christmas present from my friend Helen. I hope she and you like it. I used Eslon thread and sewed light rounds from Mark's kit I bought a couple of weeks ago. The silver-plated accent beads are from a findings kit I bought this summer. All JM except the button. Best wishes and a joyful and peaceful Christmas to all jewellery makers everywhere. And that's Susie Wright. Love to you as well, Susie. Beautiful macrame work there.
That's really stunning.
Like a river design.
It's absolutely beautiful.
Love it. Love it, love it, love it.
And last but by no means least, number 324, and this is from Marion. And it says, hi, hello everyone, here is this week's entry for the Wall of Fame. A simple teal pearl necklace, but lovely. Merry Christmas to all, and that's kind regards from Marion. It looks like you've pearl knotted them as well.
Love it.
Absolutely beautiful. Classic, never go out of fashion.
Is it pearl knot or is it French wire? I can't see.
Looks like it. Can I just tip it a little bit so I can see? It looks like there are knots in between.
Beautiful. Love it. I love it. I love it. Sorry, looking at the top of our heads. I love a knotted pearl necklace like this.
French wire, it's still absolutely stunning.
Stunning. Fabulous. Keep those entries coming into the Wall of Fame. It's really easy to get involved. Send your emails in to us at the studio and a little message, and hopefully we can show off your piece and keep you enter you into the draw. Now, more from Fleur. We're not going anywhere. We've got more opportunities, more savings, more Christmas Eve deals. I'm going to have to be quite pacey though, you know, because I've got lots to bring you today, including our Matrix collection. Now, Matrix collections, for those of you who are thinking, what's one of those? What's a Matrix collection? It has got, they are different colours often of different types of findings, so great way for you to tick a lot of boxes in terms of your findings and connectors. Now you're getting 3 packs of these. One is ever so slightly different. Yes, so 2 packs of these ones, so I'll show you those first. 3 different colours, and they are your hooks and J hooks. So I use these as connectors, but again you can use them as clasps as well, can't you? Definitely. You'll notice that they are all a little bit different. You've got some which are a little bit circular, some which are rounded infinity hooks, you've got J hooks there, you've got flat infinity hooks, you've got all different variations basically, in the 3 different colours. Rare to see that black.
Very rare to see the black, yeah, that gunmetal, very steampunky, very great for gents jewellery as well.
Quite titanium-esque, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Which a lot of gents favour, certainly like wedding bands. I've noticed a lot of gents are starting to have sort of titanium wedding bands. Yeah. So yeah, I can imagine it would really complement with the gents jewellery as well. So these 2 are the same. So in total you are getting 90 J hooks and S hooks or infinity hooks here. This one's ever so slightly different. So if I pop that in the centre, these are a little bit larger, ever so slightly larger. There we go. And a little bit more simple in terms of their design, but again, you've got those infinity swirls, you've got the standard hook there, very dramatic, and very, very contemporary. I love these clasps. I actually favour these to some of your more classic clasps like your lobster claws, because I think they're a lot easier to attach.
They're easier to attach. They're great for chainmail because you can, instead of putting an extender chain, because chainmail is in effect with it an extender chain. So if you had an 8-inch bracelet and you wanted to fit it to your wrist, say, with a J hook or an S hook, you can just hook it in a bit further along. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? So
all of a sudden it's adjustable then, isn't it? I totally agree. Yeah, totally agree. How many did you say you're getting, Kimbo? 90 in total. Approximately 90 in total. Look at the colours that you're seeing here. It is the clasp collection, so that's 90 necklaces, 90 bracelets.
But they're not just clasps. You could wire them together to create shapes, set gemstones inside them. You know, again, like we were saying, with the round ones at the top on the top level, pop your polymer clay in there, use them as bezels.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Those. Yeah, I see what you mean. These round ones on the top here, either side, use them as actually a bezel set themselves. Fabulous, absolutely fabulous. Very busy this afternoon. Very busy throughout the course of the day so far, and that's only set to continue. Free phone, telephone number. We should be bringing you 3 of the Matrix boxes. That's incredible at £22.85. That seems incredible to me. For 92, £22. Not £22.85. Can we do the maths on this, Kim?
My goodness, that's...
I know it's... How much? 16. 16 pence per clasp.
That's like £5 a box, isn't it?
Yeah, £5 per Matrix box.
Wow.
I mean, how many... I mean, this is really difficult. I'll ask everybody at home. Approximately how many pieces of jewellery do you make in a week? Is it more than 30?
I suppose some people could be making...
Some people could be. Some people might say, don't be silly, Ellen, I don't make anywhere near that.
I think Mark Smith always used to say he always puts, I think it's either £20 or £30 a month aside for clasps and findings. So that's how much he used to allow himself to create, and he does crafts stalls quite regularly, especially up to Christmas. So you could be using, you know, you could sell 30 pieces of jewellery on a day.
In an hour,
which means
probably.
That you've got no, you know, you need to replenish your stock.
On a regular basis. And yeah, without doubt. So if he allocates £20, well, he's covering 90 straight away here. It's going to keep you in class for a long time. And again, rare to see that titanium, that very dramatic black colour. Absolutely adore it. Good luck. Check out as soon as you can. If you want to multi-buy, you absolutely can. Not a problem with that whatsoever. More bundles to bring you, more savings to bring you. 12. I haven't got... Oh, yeah, I have. Oh, it's these charms that we were talking about. Now, I understand Christmas Day tomorrow. I'm surprised these haven't sold out already. I am amazed these haven't sold out already. They're your Christmas charms, which I love. I absolutely love. I'd be getting these. I'd be getting these for next year. I think these would be beautiful. Plan ahead because it's coming your way at a rock bottom price tag. The kids, it's not just Christmas. I'm saying that because you've got gingerbread men in there, but the reality is they're not actually Christmas. Look, if I open one up, you've got little angels, you've got a little Tinkerbells, you've got a little fairy there, you've got a teddy. Can you see the teddy? Let's move him over. Come here.
Can you remember the show that we did when I made all the charm bracelets and we had these in the kit?
Yes.
And I still had lots of charms left over after making 8 bracelets.
They're lush, aren't they? I really like these.
I love these.
And you get 2 packs of them as well. Let's separate them out so you can actually see some of them. I'm going to bring out that little teddy because I don't. He's holding a daisy like that. Shall I? Ben's saying, can you make him walk? I can do my best. Ready?
Aww.
Who's the flower for? Fleur.
Aww.
Fleur.
He's walking the wrong way. It's moonwalking towards me.
He is, but it's going to take a long time to get to, Fleur, but he intends to give you that flower. He does. I love the little fairies too, and the little, I think I call them Tinkerbells because it's that stereotypical, well, it's a Walt Disney, isn't it, where you see the little tink going tink.
See, I'd have
with
that.
the crescent.
My dad always used to say I was away with the fairies, so there you go, I could have my own.
Okay, so she'll make her way over to you as well. She'll make her way over to you as well. Then we've got little teddy bears on a charm like this. How many kids are going to adore these charms? You can make your first piece of jewellery. Hey, and adults. Yeah, I would as well. I'd wear these.
Do you know the heart one? The one with the heart?
Yes.
When you make Brutus's collar, you could put in a little heart charm in the middle.
I'm going to have to make Brutus a collar because he's too small.
Yeah.
They don't fit, even the small, tiny ones don't fit him.
You could put
He
in a
is going to
little
grow
charm.
bigger, but not big. The vet said he is very small for his size. Small for his size, for his breed. He's a small breed anyway, but he is very small. So perhaps he was the runt.
You could put that as his little tag
Oh,
on his collar. You could put resin in there as well.
yes.
Colour it red, put a beautiful red heart in there with resin.
Brutus with a little love heart around his collar. Love it. You're getting 2 packs of these as well, so grab them whilst you can. Again, Christmas would be perfect for next year if you want to plan ahead, but I would be thinking there's lots and lots and lots of children, teenagers, 20-somethings, 30-somethings, 50-somethings. 60, I mean, I don't think there's an age group which won't love these as charms. You're getting 16 in total, so that's a lot of charms. Should be, apparently, $17.95.
That's just for one pack.
$17.95, absolutely. Sorry, for the one. Not $17.95 today. £14. I'd pay £14 for one of those charms.
Definitely. Definitely pay £14 for that one.
$14.95. Now, just to reiterate, I hope I've not confused anyone. That was my mistake. I had 2. You're getting the 1 box, so that's 16 charms. 16 charms. You get 2 of each of those. That's where the confusions come in. There's 2 of each of those charms in there. Beautiful. Which ones are your favourite?
The one in the moon, the fairy in the moon.
The fairy in the moon.
And I'd like to make her into a bookmark. I'd make a bookmark and have her for my book.
That's a lovely idea.
Yeah.
Lovely idea. Oh, the necklace collars that I dropped everywhere, Kim. I dropped all those everywhere.
I'll come pick them. You don't.
Stay where you are on those phone lines. Need to move on. Moving on to... Okay. Oh, all these charms. Okay, your leaf and heart bracelet charms come packaged beautifully. Perfect gift for Christmas, this is. Or just because present. We were talking about that earlier on. Charm bracelet is one of the most sentimental types of jewellery that you can actually wear. The whole concept of a charm bracelet, which was developed back, I think it was the Victorian era, a charm bracelet was developed. It was, wasn't it?
Yeah, they were, yeah, because they used to have the really big charms.
That's it. And basically, and milestones in your life, any memories that you want to recognise and symbolise, then you would actually collect a charm for that. Maybe it was gifted to you, or you had it yourself. Traditionally, it was gifted to you. Maybe a birth or a marriage or whatever, a qualification. I don't know. I'm talking more currently now. However, you'd attach it and then you'd have it indefinitely. I can remember a friend of mine had a charm bracelet which was handed down from her family, and she physically could talk me through every single one of those charms and what they symbolised, which was like very much of a journey of that person's life. So it's a really lovely sentiment and very popular right now. These are your leaf and heart charms. Now, there's nothing saying that you have to make it into this design that's on the front of the box. However, if you did want to reiterate that, we have actually got the step-by-step instructions, perfect for beginners, because it really does go as as basic, I suppose, as attaching a jump ring. If you don't need to read this, you don't have to. It shows you the actual quality of the links, the links of the charm bracelet itself, how to actually attach each of those charms, etc, etc, etc. So you don't have to use this, but it is there if need be. All of the charms that you get included, the beautiful leaves, the wonderful hearts, the fact that this isn't just a standard link, it has got that infinity S design. Just beautiful. Just beautiful. That's like a palm leaf, isn't it? Reminds me of quite a tropical leaf.
Oh, they've already got the jump rings attached to them
Already
as
got the
well.
jump rings,
Oh,
absolutely.
wow.
There's the links that I was referring to.
They're like your S hooks, aren't they?
They are.
It's like S hooks.
Absolutely stunning. I'll pop them back in the box as we go. You get, you know, you get a lot more than what you're probably thinking. There's the jump rings. Then let's move it. I'm doing it like so you can see everything. Then you've got your lovely leaves, a different type of leaves. Again, they're quite rainforest-like, aren't they?
And you get quite a lot in each bag.
You
I can't
do,
believe
you
how many's
do.
in there.
The toggle's beautiful as well. 80 pieces in total. Should be £9.95. Taking it lower today. With the box, which of course is great for storage hereafter. With our Jewellery Maker branding, which I love.
I like that.
I think it's really cheerful, our Jewellery Maker branding.
That's why I love all the bags and everything. It's just brightens your-
Colourful, cheerful, absolutely. £6.95 this morning. You wouldn't be able to buy a charm bracelet at that price tag, would you?
No, and you couldn't even go to that well-known craft shop and buy a project, you know, that you can make. So like, I don't know, I went to, there was one there who could paint your own piggy bank and things like that, and it was more money than that one.
Yeah, no, I don't think you could. You might be able to buy the box.
Yeah.
At £6.95. I don't think you'd actually be able to buy the project itself. No. Fabulous. Well done. Well done to every single one of you. Now, we are about to bring you Fleur's favourite gemstone. Hang on. You say jade is, but you also say this next gemstone is.
Yeah, I never really mention jade because it's hardly ever here, but hopefully the one that is my favourite is, yeah. We can always get it, and that's why it's expensive.
Oh, we're very lucky. It's limited in stock, however. Serpentine. Have we got a velvet tray that I can just borrow? Serpentine. It has got really angel-like, thank you, lovely, angel-like impressions. You can almost see feather-like inclusions in this gemstone. It's 100% natural. Similar to your Larimar, which I brought earlier on. Larimar, as showcases in the past, I used to do every once in a blue moon, probably a semi-annual. Serpentine was exactly the same. The designs used to be quite similar because it's all the focal point will be on the gemstone itself. Serpentine, Why do you love Serpentine so much? I mean, for those that were just curious.
I love the texture of it, the way that it's got those angel-like movement to it. It's just a beautiful gemstone. I don't know, it's mesmerizing, a bit like the Larimar, where you can look into it and you can see so many different things. For me, it looks like from space looking down on the rainforest or something like that.
Yeah,
you
it
can
does.
see all sorts in them.
And when you actually get it home, here in the studio they do look quite dark. When you actually get these home, if you hold them up to natural daylight, which is what you're going to see more readily, then you'll see those sort of feather-like inclusions. It is fascinating. 240 carats, different shapes, different sizes, should be £7.95. The final 33 that we have available.
That one's beautiful.
It is amazing, isn't it? Look, if I try and hold it like so the light gets behind. £5.95, last in stock opportunity. We're not in clearance anymore, but yeah, we'll still bring it to you at clearance prices. Gorgeous, rich, deep, intense olive greens. There's no green like it. Maybe Moldavite is the only other gemstone I can compare.
The only one that you could sort of say. It's just beautiful. Some of them got like a reddish tone to them as well. It's like they're just very earthy and very, I don't know, like I say, they're just mesmerising for me. You can look into them and just look at them for hours.
Yeah, and whimsical. They're quite whimsical as a gemstone. £5.95 only. Well done, everybody. Moving on. Sorry, Kimbo. What did you say? Oh, is it time for those? These have been on the bus, and I know you've got lots of you have been messaging in about these. Absolute essentials, not just for those that do craft fairs and those that have got retailers that sell their jewellery on, but these are fantastic for actually making your jewellery, because sometimes you actually need something so you can lay it so that gravity can actually do its thing, and these are perfect for that. Out of all the busts that we do, these are some of my favourites. Now, and you might be thinking, why would you have a favourite bust, Elle? Well, believe me, from past experience, the fact that these are so easily transportable because they fold flat like so, the fact that these are adjustable, now I'll take the middle one to show you, these are adjustable in the sense that you've got a toggle at the back. Sometimes you haven't got that much surface area to actually position a piece of jewellery. You might be on a ledge, which means you've only got that measurement there, so you can actually adjust these by sliding it up like so, and there we go, and it's still going to stay in place. These are just incredible. I actually, and this is true story, I actually changed my car because I couldn't transport all the busts for my business.
Really?
True story.
Gosh.
I had to buy a bigger car because not the jewellery took up the space, the actual box that I displayed them in of busts took up the space.
That's like when I go to a craft fair, or when I used to do them, have a great big box full of display items and then a really small box of jewellery.
Yeah, absolutely. These, look how easy this is. Good to go. Look, that's a big difference to if they were on those pre-formed already. One review, but we've got multiples. Patricia in Yorkshire, very pleased with how flat they pack away. Absolutely. It is invaluable, and it's not something you think about straight away, but when you've had that repetition of an issue, then you do start thinking, right, okay. And there's numerous FIFA reviews. You do get all three, the large, medium and small, although the small's not that tiny, is it, by any stretch of the imagination. And you do need your busts, not just for your displays of different craft fairs, but it's sometimes a lot easier to work from a bust.
I always work onto a bust, always, or a mannequin. Whichever, if I'm doing a huge piece, then I'll onto a mannequin, but it lays differently. So when it's flat down, as soon as you pick it up, it changes the whole structure of it. It's easier to do it when it's in front of you. Absolutely, gravity does its thing, and that's going to be more honest, I suppose, in terms of how it's going to lay across the décolletage. Let's bring that price tag in. So you get all three for £12.95. £12.95 for all three. They are the white leatherette, so needless to say that you can wipe them clean. You can use just a baby wipe. That's what I used to do, just get a simple baby wipe to wipe them clean. I've been talking about this on air in the past, and I've actually done it now. I've actually got a couple of these just literally positioned on my wall like so around my dressing room. So don't have the same ones out all the time just because of moisture, etc. But sometimes, you know, for example, if you're going out, and I'm quite an organised person when I'm going away somewhere, like for example, I've got family coming up, so I know what I'm wearing on Christmas Day, I know what I'm doing that. So I'll lay out certain pieces of jewellery. Yeah. I like that. I just think it's making a design feature. Well, it does. It makes... I've got 3 necklaces that are made by Karen Crawford, and to me, they're works of art. Yeah. I have them in my workshop, and I have them on displayed, and they would sit perfectly on that. And I think that's, if you have a big piece that you've made and you're proud of, show it. Why not? Pop it in your living room so people to say, oh wow, where's that from? Oh, you know, absolutely. They are pieces of art. Whatever you make, it's an artwork. 100%. I mean, we see your Walls of Fame entries. They are creations which are something which, you know, many boutique jewellers would not even be able to replicate. Yeah. And handmade jewellery will command a high premium. It really, really, really will. And it's right that it does, because like you say, art, it's art. That's true art to me. I was talking the other day, Fleur, about how modern art these days, I was watching something on television, I was like, that's not art, that's, I mean, somebody putting a coat on the chair. Coat on the back of a chair, what's that all about? I was fuming. I couldn't watch it, I had to turn it off. Oh, I know, me too. See, peas in a pod we are, Fleur. Now, earlier on today I brought you, without shadow of a doubt, one of the most beautiful strands of sapphire that we must have in the vault. I haven't been over to the vault just recently and haven't been able to sort of look through, but I'm more than confident that this could be some of the finest that's ever been featured on Jewellery Maker.
This is usually, sapphire is usually quite an opaque gemstone, usually quite heavily included. However, in this case, you've got amazing, amazing clarity, amazing internal brilliance. I'm running out of time, so I need to bring you this gorgeous opportunity. You've got Ceylon sapphire blues, you've got amazing paprikacha hues in there, you've got dazzling pinks, crystal clear clarity, and it was brought to you earlier this morning. You will need to check out because we are down to limited stock. Fleur, you said that you were at this very strand, or sorry, you saw this strand and you thought it was the one that you bought only a few weeks ago for £100.
Yeah, I thought it was my £100 strand.
There we go. Well, you'll be surprised that it wasn't £100. It was actually $14.95 today, this Christmas Eve. I think you're going to remember it, to Christmas Eve 2015, the day I bought some of the finest sapphires at £14.95. Do check out Wendy, Rosie, Elizabeth, Caroline and Dawn. I've already got lots of you there. John, Jean, Valerie, Glenda, Philip, Trixie, hello to you, and another Wendy, Hilda, you're there as well. Good luck. I'm running out of time. You have got the lovely Ali coming up next, and I think there's a bit of a hula party going on, which is very, very exciting. On Christmas Eve. Fleur, once again, my darling, thank you.
Thank you.
You're always a delight to work with.
Oh,
it's not work, is it?
It's not work. It's not work.
It's not work. And can I just say, from me to you, from the bottom of my heart, happy Christmas, my lovely.
Thank you, and happy Christmas to you.
And happy Christmas to you all as well. I'm not going to be with you now until in between Christmas and New Year, so I wish you all from the bottom of my heart a happy Christmas. Do enjoy, eat lots, be merry, smile lots, lots of hugs and cuddles. And if you're not seeing anyone tomorrow, because I do understand some people aren't, then here's a virtual cuddle from me. Happy Christmas to you all. Love you lots, and I will see you in a few days.
We'd like to wish all our Jewellery Maker customers a happy Christmas and a happy New Year. Merry Christmas!
Jewellery Maker have an extensive range of DVDs for all abilities. Each of our mediums has an introductory DVD to help you get started. If you're already an experienced jewellery maker, we have a collection of projects and more advanced DVDs to take your designs to the next level. We are always filming new DVDs with our specialist guest designers, so visit our website for more information.
Tourmaline comes from the Sri Lankan word tomali, meaning mix, because this colourful gem was often confused with other gemstones. Sri Lanka was also responsible for tourmaline's first appearance in Europe when it was sold to the Dutch traders in the 1600s.
Join presenter Becky and guest designer Mark Smith on December 31st for the JM Awards show. We'll be announcing the results from the Facebook polls, selecting winners from the viewers' categories and giving out prizes. Make sure you join us to celebrate Jewellery Maker 2015.
I'd like to wish everybody at Jewellery Maker a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Owning a strand of genuine gemstones is always exciting, but being able to use it in your handcrafted jewellery, then passing it on to its new owner with proof of its authenticity is even more incredible. Why not add one of our printed authenticity cards to your order and share that same feeling with your customers? You can also access online authenticity certificates for items you have previously ordered by looking at your order history on your account details. The certificate gives you valuable information about your purchase and is your guarantee of quality and peace of mind from Jewellery Maker.
Come and join guest designer Mark Smith with his fantastic DVD, Chips and Nuggets with Wire. Mark guides you through everything you need to know to create these stunning pieces. From the tools that you will use to different types of wire and the gorgeous gemstones featured, it's like having a personal tutor in your living room.
Hi, I'm Ryan. And I'm Michael, and we're the crew from the Mid Show. And we both just like to wish you a Merry Christmas! Yay! Oh!
Hello, how are you? It's fabulous to see you. I'm Ellie Defoy. Oh, that was quick. Oh, I don't know what that means. OT, overtime. I'm not on overtime. I don't know why it says that. It's wonderful to see you. I'm Ellie Defoy, and I'm back on the Mid Show just for one day only, because the lovely Zena very kindly swapped so I could have this show, which means I get to go home and see my mum for her birthday. Technically, probably miss her birthday because I might arrive on Christmas Day, but it's much, much quicker than it would be if I left at 9 p.m. So it's a fabulous, fabulous treat. I'm really, really excited. So first of all, can I say a massive happy birthday to my mum. I hope you're having the loveliest morning and the best day, and I cannot wait to see you. Director Ben says happy birthday to you as well. He didn't realise. I've got the most amazing... We thought we'd do a beach theme. Main reason for that is because, well... Phil has so many Hawaiian shirts, he wanted to wear one, and during the festive period he feels like he really maybe can't wear it as much as he would like to, so he decided that he would go... Do you want to see Phil? There, have a look in the gallery. Everybody's dressed up. There's Phil. There he is, in his element. We've got the gorgeous Lauren in the studio. She's all dressed up. She's a mix. She's like a Australian Christmas. She's got her Santa hat on, but she's also got her Hawaiian and her flip-flops on. So we're doing a bit of a mix. And then I've saved the best for last. Sorry, guys. It's our gorgeous Laura Vineland. How you doing, cool chick?
I'm good, thank you.
You look as cool as ice. I love it.
I know, I'm rocking it, right?
I love it. I absolutely love it. We've got so much coming up for you. We thought we would do lots and lots of treats as much as we can. Do you like my necklace? It's from Laura. It's a shark necklace. I never thought I would see myself wearing a shark necklace, but I love it. This is Bruce.
It's Bruce.
Yeah, loving Bruce. He's very, very shiny. I love how much he's catching the light. And who are you wearing?
I haven't named him yet, actually. Maybe it's
some
names.
Should we name the is it a hammerhead shark?
Yeah.
Horatio. You want to call it Horatio?
Horatio. No.
Say that again, please. Ogrefonts.
Yeah, no.
No. Laura's gone no with that one, so we can't even pronounce that one. So nice try. Algernon. Okay, I'm not going to repeat anything you say anymore, Ben, because I don't know if it's okay if it's telewise. Okay. Happy Christmas Eve to you and happy birthday, as I say to my mum. Lots and lots of fun coming your way. We have a competition today. Would you love to win a piece of Laura Bindings jewellery? That's a silly question, isn't it? You're all thinking yes. Ears pricking up. Laura Bindings jewellery, part of a competition today. You need to watch throughout the show. Sorry about that. Laura's going to be doing designs anyway. We've got lots and lots of treats. In this hour, we're going to do a design inspiration, and a couple of hours we'll do another one. We've got lots and lots of treats as well. Brand new opportunities for you in this hour. So many awesome treats. But I want you mainly to remember you have to count how many beach balls you see. It's amazing. Oh, that's like one really long sentence. How many times did you see a beach ball on screen between 12 to 4 p.m? 12. It's actually 1 p.m. because that's what time Ben started directing. Just to let you know, he didn't do any between 12 and 1, so there's a spoiler alert. So that's 0 we're on currently. Would you like to see the beach ball? Now this doesn't count, but this is what you're looking out for throughout the show. Boom. Isn't that the best beach ball on TV you've ever seen, other than an actual real one? I think that's fabulous. It might be a little bit subtler than that. It might not be as obvious as that. Keep your eyes. Oh, Ben! On the edge, mate. Yes, so we're on 0. We haven't started yet. We're going to start as of now. So any beach ball that you see on the screen from now, I want you to count as many as you can, count them all. And at 3:45, when should we start getting the messages in? 4:30. Drop us a text or JewelleryMaker.com. Obviously don't send it before then because, well, you can guess if you want. And from all the correct answers, producer Phil will work out who's gonna win. He'll choose at random from everybody who gets it correct, and we will announce it about 10 to 5. And you will win, yes. Hopefully you'll win. And the prize will be Laura's piece of jewellery. Laura, you can choose.
Okay, cool.
Sounds good?
Sounds good.
Sounds good. And unfortunately, you'll have to wait for your prize to get to you because Wendy Boo's on holiday. So it won't be till January till she's back, but it's not late January or anything. It's just within the first week. So bear that in mind. Don't be expecting it within the next few days because, of course, Wendy's off. Don't panic, but it will be coming your way. Lots and lots of treats coming your way. Should we get started? We're going to be doing Laura's kits in this hour, but I want to show you some seed beads because we love them and they always sell out and they're a really good size and they're in gold and I want them and I think you will too. So we thought we'd start off the show with some fabulous treats. 600 of them coming your way in one tube, gold plated on top of brass. So we would have silver plated that first, because bearing in mind, if you gold plate it on top of brass, then it won't be as gold because it's been taking the brass colour into consideration. So if you put it with silver first, then silver is giving it almost like a blank canvas to then give you the gold, which means you've got 2 precious metal coatings here, which is quite fabulous. And they are plated, so it's 0.5 minimum microns of thickness to be classed as plated, which sounds a bit baffling if you don't know what that means, but it just means it's quite a thick plating. Right. 4mm in size, quite a big hole in the middle of them, so great if you want to use them to pass lots of threads through or lots of wire through. It would be something that allow you to do lots of different designs, crocheting with these, beaded kumihimo with these, and much, much more. Should we get an idea? Now, I've never seen this particular tube before. We should be at $14.95, but tonight is the night. Well, it's not night, actually. It's daytime. I haven't been on the day for ages. Gosh, I've missed you. Today is the day. Seize the day. Beach day. £11.95. So take your post and packaging off that because we can. Why not? If you've already joined the lovely Ellen this morning, you've paid your post and packaging. Yeah, you'll have paid it £2.95. That's all it costs in the UK, and that's all day and all night and all day and all night and all day and all night. And I love that Laura's dancing. We got a message in from Philip in Staffordshire. Hiya, Philip. Hammerhead shark named Thumper. Makes me think of a rabbit.
That's what, yeah, it's cool, but it does just make me think of the rabbit.
Oh,
because that's the rabbit, isn't he, out of the film?
Yeah. Yeah. Christina in Essex has got an idea. Ham the hammerhead shark. Ham, quite like that. It's a bit different. Aisha's messaged in. You said, you guys are funny. Christmas in July and summer in December. Looking forward to a fun show. Well, most people have tended to have bought their treats for Christmas, seeing as it is technically tomorrow. So we thought, let's get ready for the summer. Lots of people start in advance. Also, I've not long come back from Australia. And in Australia, it's sunny and it's Christmas. So we thought we'd do a little bit of a, what do they call it? A mashup. That's far too cool for me to say that. Mixed up a little bit. It just means Phil wanted to wear his Hawaiian shirt, any excuse really. And we wanted to give away some of Laura's jewellery, so we thought beach ball, Hawaiian shirts, job done. And to be honest, I don't think I had many more Christmas outfits to go through. I think I've pretty much gone through them all. We've been doing it since, what, October? So, beach time, £11.95. These will be allocated on a first come, first served basis. Cumbria, Hampshire, Elizabeth and Cleveland, great to see you. Sandra's in, Vivian's in, really, really busy tonight. 600 in your tube. Join us when you can for anything you fancy. But again, many, many ideas, even if you just want to use them as beads.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, in the first kit, we've got some smaller copper beads, and I was very gem heavy, well, very bead heavy within the kit, and I still got tons left. So,
yeah,
you know, to have it in the gold as well gives you a different colourway. It allows you to create like mixed metals. So yeah, very cool.
I agree, just like you, in your glass. Shoe cool dude.
In my
My
happy
cool
glasses.
I love it. Right, I can't wait for Laura to do her demonstration with her glasses on. This is going to be interesting. Right, do you fancy going to have a look at what Laura's been working on? Me too. Right, I'm going to take my iPad with me. I'm allowed to call it an iPad now. Yeah, apparently so. Makes me happy. Still like calling it a pad eye though. Right, lots and lots of treats coming your way. If you just tuned in, Laura Bindings, my guest designer today. I love it. I love it. She put this picture on Facebook and Phil and I couldn't wait for you to arrive. We wanted to see the real, it is a true Hawaiian shirt, isn't it?
It's a genuine Hawaiian shirt. It is my husband's. I did borrow it. And yeah, it's proper Hawaiian. It's got the logo and it's got the wooden buttons.
Wooden buttons?
Yeah, it's the proper wooden buttons.
That is so cool.
Yeah, and it's very similar. You know, I'm allowed to say film names, aren't I? Film names.
Yeah.
American Pie. One of the characters in there wears an Hawaiian shirt, and it's exactly the same as this one.
Oh wow! So it's a famous shirt then, technically.
Yeah, technically, although not this particular one he wore.
I love it. Yeah, I love it. You shouldn't have told her. I mean, like, yeah, they'd be thinking that's the one from American Pie. Like, yeah, that's the one. Lots and lots of treats coming your way tonight. But I keep saying tonight I'm on autopilot. Forgive me. I feel like I've not gone home, but I have. Somehow. We've got a brilliant kit.
Yeah, I love this kit.
Yeah?
I really, really loved it. It's just beautiful.
Do you love it as much as you love your glasses? Your happy glasses?
These are my happy glasses.
Tell everyone at home what you did the other day with your friend.
Well, I was driving, because even though it's winter, the sun is really low, so you need glasses.
You do, yep.
But I was pulling out at the end of my road, and I started waving to her, but I didn't
in my
happy glasses. I don't think she realised it was me.
Laura likes these glasses because the colours make her feel happy. I love you. I love you. You make me happy. Let's get your kit then. Let's bring it over here and have a wee. Whoa! How many spacers do you need in a kit? These are fabulous. It's quite heavy. There's quite a lot in here.
Yeah.
Wowza. You got enough gemstones in here? Do you want that
quite.
wire?
I was going to move that out your way,
Okay.
that's all.
So, in fact, let's do the wire first, seeing as we're having a look at that. We've got... Now, I'm going to save this one for a minute, because this one's awesome. Not that these aren't, but there's extra awesomeness in these. 10 metres in 1.5mm gauge, and 10 metres in 1 mil. So they are bare copper wire, which, of course, you are a lover of.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. Not a lot, but a little bit. So both of these you get, so that's 20 metres. This I'm going to save till last. These spacers, perfect colour-wise, to go perfectly with the kit. You are getting 500 of them, and they're 2mm in size, round copper spacers. They're bare copper as well. I honestly, hand on heart, think these are the first bare copper spacers I've ever done.
Yeah,
have you had bare copper spacers before? You might have done.
I've had a few every now and again in a kit, but I've actually, whenever there's been any bare copper kits, I tend to buy them.
Right.
So I have got them at home.
For
so
sure.
It's really nice to actually be able to sit and work with them, because sometimes you don't get a chance.
Yeah.
But when you get it in a kit, you have to, so it was really good.
What a hard life you have.
It
You
is a
have
hard
to
life.
work with something that you would even buy yourself. That's
It's
terrible life.
hard.
And then you get to wear beach shirts on TV. I mean, what?
Happy glasses.
Happy glasses. I mean, come on. I have to thank Phil, actually, because I was under my bed trying to find my garlic. That started that sentence terribly wrong. Phil lent me this because I couldn't find my own, and my own was meant to be in my dress-up box underneath the bed. I couldn't find it. So Phil lent me his, because he's got two. Right. Have a look at these. Oh. Genuine citrines. 95 carats drops. They're top drill drops, but they're irregular drops. That makes me a little bit excited, because that means you can do something quite different with them, quite individual with these. Big carat weight on them. They are coming in at 95 carats, as I say. They go from 6x3 to 9x4 mil, and it's a 21 centimetre tassel strand. Ametrine. These are huge. A mixture of amethyst and citrine together becomes ametrine. A little bit of Spice Girls to become one. Do you like it? Me too. You need some gems like you never needed gems before. I love that, Ben. What was that? What was the last bit? Come and strand my gems now, baby. That sounds very wrong. Making a necklace, okay. Oh dear. Wowza. Ametrine, so you can see, especially in this one, the way it's catching light in my hand, you get amethyst. It's almost a 50-50 split there. It's quite difficult to get the 50 split. Normally it's about a 60-40. It's what a lot of people tend to get a bit more of. Beautiful quality. Loving the size of them. From one location, they've only ever been commercially mined at the...
I said, don't make me laugh.
Nothing like being subtle. And you expect me not to reference that. Okay. So I don't apologise, it's fine. It's getting hot in here. Right, so Laura said don't make her laugh today. She's got, bless her, she's got a week off. You're crying under your happy glasses. You are. You're crying under your happy glasses. You're supposed to be happy. You're not supposed to cry. I'm crying. Bolivianite. Oh, that one. You don't believe in me. You can't do it. So it's called Bolivianite to some people. You can call it whichever you prefer. Ametrine or Bolivianite is whichever. It comes from Bolivia. It's totally natural. It's a gem, or sorry, I'm presuming it's totally natural, is it? It is, well there we go. We tend to do natural ametrine, that's why I just presumed, but I always like to check. As I say, it only comes from the Anaheim mine, or Mina Anahi as they know it in Bolivia. It's a beautiful gem, and the gentleman who owns the mine is brilliant if you like to roll your R's. He's got the coolest name in the world. I said it last night. Romero Rivera. How cool is that name? Romero. Nice to meet you, Romero Rivera. That is really cool. I've never met him. I don't know if he's quite handsome or not, but Ben bets he is. So you've got this. Very, very popular, and we don't often get a lot of it. It tends to be quite considered because it is quite rare, and it's very difficult to get that lovely mix that you're getting there, and it's quite an apparent mix, quite obvious. And here, faceted long rice beads. These are divine. The only natural gemstone that I have found, and I have been searching for over 10 years now. Not out in the gem hunting, but I mean looking through books and magazines and searching on gemology courses for any gem that has naturally pink and peach together in one stone. So therefore, I could not find you an alternative to Morganite. There are no other pink and peach gemstones that I can find. Please let me know if you find one. I know, for example, moonstone, you can get peach moonstone, but this is pink and peach naturally in its makeup, so you get both colours. So that in itself, to get pink and peach, I'm struggling. And I really, really wanted to find something else because I wanted to be able to offer an alternative because it can be quite considered Morganite. It's the gemstone found by George Frederick Kunz, named after a friend of his, Mr. J.P. Morgan. Originally, at the time, he was a member of Morgan Stanley, the bank. They used to be affiliated, they're not anymore. And at the time, he funded, well, a lot of people say he funded the trip for George Frederick Kunz. A lot of people said he was his friend. A lot of people said they had an agreement. Whatever it was, he named it after J.P. Morgan. So however that arrangement worked as friends or a business arrangement, whatever it was, apparently he helped him to go on his trip, funded it to go and find it, and then he found it, so he named it after Mr. Morgan. But you could call it pink emerald, which is what a lot of people do call it. I quite like calling it pink emerald because I think it is a gemstone of that calibre, and it's not as worldly renowned as emeralds, but it should be because it's beautiful. Just not much of it. And then, these are gorgeous. Do you like these?
They're beautiful. Yeah, and they've got a lovely feel to them as well.
They do, don't they? They're a bit different. I wasn't expecting them. I'm also thinking, and Lorna, you might be able to advise me a little better on this because I'm obviously not anything like you, jewellery-wise talented, but I know my gems. Would these work for cufflinks? Because I'm thinking these might be quite cool. Are they a wee bit too? Are they not big enough?
Fine. What you could do is just put a bald head pin through it and just create a loop, and then just link two together, and you'd have a double pair then.
Oh, I like that.
That would be quite nice. It'd be quite unisex as well because there's something that both male and female could wear.
I think so. I agree because purple is thought to be the favourite colour of both ladies and gents after blue. So it could be, and it's almost like an antique purple.
Yeah, it's kind of got, it's very purpley, but then some of it has more of a golden hue to it. It depends, you know, the light as well. I just think that it's a really beautiful shade of purple.
It's gorgeous. Quite expensive looking. I really like it. Really like it. So, final treat that I saved, because I thought the best will last. You may disagree, but I hope you will agree. 0.25mm wire, 100 meters. Is this like gold dust up? Yes.
Yeah.
Very excited. Were you excited when this came through?
I was really excited. As I was saying to you earlier, I'm trying to organise my studio now, so I kind of, as I get, I've got a whiteboard and everything. I'm that sad.
No, I think this is amazing.
It's great, and I'm writing on there, you know, my dates, my kits, and the names of them, and the hours, and who I'm on with. And so when I got to this one, I'm putting it into its tray, and I just remember looking at it thinking, I can't wait to actually sit down and work. We had about 3 kits before. I was like, I can't wait to sit and work with that because it's just my kind of kit.
Oh, I'm so chuffed. Pip has done really well, or Helen, I'm not sure who put this one together for you, but you got it. And it was one of our 2 amazing team. £52.60 is what it should be. I've only got 32 left. Boy, oh boy, you're in for this very, very quickly, and you didn't even know this wire was in. Or maybe you saw it on the web. If you're on the web, you might have seen it. Are you ready for a price crash? Let's drop it like it's hot. Ooh, even if you were just looking at the Morganite for £32, Morganite alone can be quite considered. Ametrine alone can be quite considered. Just those 2 gems, I would think, would come to about £32. The fact that you're getting your bare copper wire, your bare copper spacers, they will fit on the 0.25mm gauge, won't they?
Yeah, they will. Yeah, no problem. And I still had a handful of those left. That's what I was saying when you said about those gold ones.
Yes.
They just kept going, and you'll see when you see the pieces. There's quite a lot of those throughout, and yet I've still got a handful here and a bit that I'm using for the demo. I've got that left. I've got that left. And I've got that left.
Wow.
I mean, I did use pretty much all of the gems aside from about 4 little citrines and a handful of the beads, but that's what I've got left out of that kit. So, you know, I've got the potential there to create, that's the 1 it's a 2mm, isn't it?
1.25 and 1mm, was it?
Was it 1mm and 1.5?
1.5,
yeah. Sorry.
Yeah.
That 1.5, you've got,
Loads
you can create loads of cuff bracelets, you could create just plain wire rings with that, just even if you sell them at £3 or £4 a go. There's so much there.
Wait till you see what Laura has made, because it will blow you away, and especially the fact that Laura's going to show us and teach us how to make one of my favourite pieces. Actually, might even be able to make a wee cheeky too for quick. The collection that you've made, let me move my cup out the way and turn these just a little bit to our gorgeous Lauren on cameras. There are lots of you getting involved already. Can you see those if I tilted them enough? I'll move this little cup out the way. Oh, forgive me, I've just knocked that off. That's an incredible bangle.
And it's very comfortable to wear. I actually wore it yesterday just to obviously test it and make sure it was okay. And it was so comfortable, I forgot I had it on. And, you know, the beauty of having that 0.25 is coated, and obviously using it against the bear will naturally patina, but this one, the 0.25 won't. So all of any weaving that you do will naturally remain bright, but everything behind it will naturally tarnish, and then you'll get that 2-tone kind of effect.
Ooh, that sort of aged effect. That sounds gorgeous. I already saw that a little bit in the wire that you've got. The 1.5, is it? It's getting a little bit the colour already, you can see. The earrings, oh, sorry, I nearly put my hand right in the middle there, got super excited. These earrings, I think, are gorgeous.
I mean, they're a statement, but they're not over the top, and they're comfortable to wear still, because it is, at the end of the day, just a bit of wire and a stone, but they have that impact look, so they're really easy to make as well.
It's stunning, and I think looking at that, that's something, even if you haven't tried wire weaving before, this could be a really good treat to try and get you started, isn't it? Because it's not a big necklace or a bracelet or a bangle. It's or a ring. It's just that one section where you could sort of perfect and practice and practice and practice until you're really happy with it. So I think that's a brilliant design, especially for maybe newbies to wire. Laura, you are going to be making, which is super exciting. Now, might even get a chance. What were you going to do first, the ring or the pendant?
I can do both. I think we'll have time to do both. So whichever. Do you want me to
choose
ring
whichever
first and then do the pendant after?
Yeah. Fab. So it's this ring here, allowing you to create something really quick. And just simply using one stone. So if you've only got one spare stone in your stash, or you've only got one left over, then this would be fantastic, because you tend to have quite a bit of wire, maybe more so left over than gems, although you did seem to have quite a lot of gems too, actually. But if you are thinking, actually, I've got a brilliant gem that I want to make, and you want to make this ring quite a few times over with different kits that you've got or different gems that you've got, this would be perfect.
Yeah, it's something that, because you're using such a thick gauge of wire, you don't need to worry about, you know, kind of wrapping and securing the ring shanks, because the piece itself is solid enough to retain its shape and not to sort of pick out, whereas if you were to leave it with a finer gauge, it could, you'll have ends that might catch. So if I could just grab that one,
yes,
please.
You can.
I was just trying to peek out then, because everything is a little bit darker.
Is that because you're wearing your happy glasses?
Yes, my happy glasses.
I love them. They're making me happy now. They look like a rainbow.
That's it, see? If you're having a bad day, you just put your happy glasses on and they're great. Everything changes.
What amazes me is that I can see the rainbow colour, but you seeing out, you can't see the rainbow colour.
Can you not see mine?
You just know they're on. No, I'm saying I can see it, but if you're wearing them, you can't see the rainbow.
I know that I'm wearing them.
Okay, okay.
You know that they're
You know that rainbow is there.
Yeah. Okay, so for this ring, I'm going to be using the, if I pop it there, I'm going to be using the 1mm and the 1.5.
Okay.
Now, saying about that patinaing, now you can see that mine has naturally patinaed. So you have a choice here. You can either take some sandpaper and polish it and it will become bright again.
Okay.
Or you can keep it
that colour.
That colour. I quite like the fact that it's already started.
It looks like a two-tone ring. That's
what I like about it.
Or a three-tone ring. It looks gorgeous.
And it blends in with those stones, because those stones have that mix of colours. I like the fact that the wire does too. And if you see that wire there, that's what's going to happen to the pendants and the bracelet and all the pieces that have been, you know, woven. That's what's going to happen when it goes against the copper. So you'll see that two-tone effect. Okay, so what I'm going to do...
Love it.
...is just cut a length of this wire. It doesn't need to be too long, but I probably want it to be just about 3/4 of a metre.
Okay, and we've got some flush cutters coming up. If you've just seen Laura's there and think, oh, I fancy some of those. If you've got a heavier gauge of wire, then they'll be good.
These are brilliant, yeah. Okay, a little tip, and I often say this, but I'm going to say it anyway. When you're cutting the thicker gauges of wire, you will see that's nice and straight. Now, if I was to cut it like that, you'll see that it's pinched and at an angle. So when you cut your wire, always try to make sure that whatever piece you're going to be working with, you just cut the end so it's nice and straight, and you just do that by having the back of the flat side of the pliers, and that will make sure that your ends of your wires are nice and straight, and it just gives a nice finish to your piece, especially if you're going to want to do anything like hammer or anything like that.
Super.
Okay.
Phil, goodness me, I went on autopilot there. Phil's just got some flush cutters there, so if you want to get them, he'll probably pop the graphics in a wee sec. So these are the ones we've got. They're Juron flush cutters. I don't know if you've had the chance to use those as yet.
Yeah, I have.
Have you tried the Juron ones?
Yeah, I had them, but unfortunately they met a bad fate. So
don't tell me you use memory wire.
No, I didn't, because I'm very funny with my pliers now. They got chewed by a dog. So yeah, I don't have them anymore. I'm going to get some more.
Well, if you need some more, they're $24.95.
I will get some more, because they're brilliant for your precision work. They're really good.
Right.
I would just say I wouldn't cut my 1.5 with them.
Righty.
And it does actually say that on the packaging. I probably wouldn't go much higher than my 1mm, just because they're more delicate, but they're more precise. So where I've been doing the weaving to get in and cut those weaving wires, especially the 0.25, they're brilliant, because they can get a nice close cut. So
and they're angled.
They
make me think of a Concord, the way they point down.
And then you don't have any sharp edges, because you can get in nice and close and really get a good finish with your pieces. So they are absolutely brilliant.
So the 1.5 wire, go for your beadsmith ones.
Yeah.
And then if you want to use any other gauges, go for your Juron ones.
I would just say, I mean, I would personally have both pairs, and I did have both pairs until mine met a fate. But because these are better, they're a bit more robust for your cutting of your thicker gauges, a little bit more stronger, but these get in a lot closer than these ones would. So they both have benefits.
Perfect. It just depends what you're doing and what you're after. So they're $24.95. We stick to our tools, tend to always be the same prices. We don't really kind of fluctuate in our prices of our tools. So £24.95. Enjoy those. Did Rob hear his name? Is that how he came in the gallery? Sorry,
Okay,
Laura, I'll
that's
let you carry on.
Right, I'm just going to move this over slightly, back over here.
Yeah, I'll move them out your way, sorry.
Okay, right. Okay, so what I've done is I've just taken that length of wire and I've just folded it in half. I've just got my bell making pliers, slightly smaller side, and just got a nice smooth shape. Oh, sorry, there you go. So it's just nice and rounded. And what that's going to do is just provide a nice base for my stone to sit in. So just cut one of these off. And these ones go on the 1mm wire, which you'll see in a minute. So what I want to do is make sure that that's going to fit in that little loop nicely. Okay? Then I'm going to take my 1mm wire.
If anyone had a sticky mat or got one yesterday, that wouldn't have rolled. Wouldn't it? Love a sticky mat.
So I'm going to take my wire to be about the same length of the hat folded over wires, with a tiny little bit extra just to allow for the wrapping.
Alrighty.
Okay.
Oh, I thought of Christmas there. I thought of Christmas wrapping.
Oh, I've done a big chunk of mine.
Oh, I've done everything.
We've done the children's. Not that they're going to be watching.
I did everything before I went to Australia, which was on the 20th of November.
Oh, I wish I was that organised.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I thought otherwise, because I'm working out, there's no chance I'd be able to get anything for anyone.
I just haven't had a chance. I'm pretty much done now, so it's not too bad. Okay, I've just put that stone on the 1mm wire. So as I said, these stones...
What fits in?
Yeah, they're the only ones that will go on the 1mm wire.
Really? That's fab.
But it's great
out of this kit, that is.
Out of this kit, yeah. But as that enabled me to make the cuff bracelet because I was able to just put them on as I was going.
Gorgeous. Turn that round.
And I was also able to make the rosary link styled neck chain to go on there, which I just think, because you know, with my type of work, I tend to just focus on one stone.
Yep.
And so it's really nice to have the luxury of making beaded chains for them and making I do think it elevates it, and it's a nice luxury to be able to do that.
It almost looks like a Rolo link.
Yeah.
The size of the wire looks that good. It's almost like Rolo links, the wrap loops you've created.
Well, I actually used my one-step looper for that.
Did you?
I did.
Your eye loops, they're gorgeous.
Yeah, because it's nice and easy.
Does look like really even Rolo chain.
Yeah, it wouldn't if I was doing it by hand. That's why I have the tool. Okay, so I'm just going to now...
Is that why?
I'm just going to wrap this around. So just a couple of times just to secure it. You can use your pliers because where we have our plated wires, they are quite soft, and these wires are soft and easy to use, but obviously the more you're handling them, they do sort of work harden quite quickly. So obviously as you're working with them, they start to change and you can feel it's a little bit sort of stronger. Yeah. So just use your pliers, just because you do want to make sure you get a nice tight sort of wrap here. Only once or twice, it's just to attach it. Okay. And then I'm just going to take my cutters and just cut that. And then I'm just going to make sure that that edge is nice and gone. Okay, so then pop that stone right up. Now you should be able to move it a little bit. If it's moved, that's fine. There you go. And pop it back where it belongs.
Just manipulate it a little bit, can you?
And then what I'm going to do is kind of pinch them all together so that it actually goes all nice and close together. And all three of these wires are going nice and parallel to each other, so that
keeping the thinner gauge in the middle.
The 1mm goes in the middle, and that's also quite good if it is tarnished a little bit, because it enables you to see quite clearly
which is which.
So you can see that that's the 1mm. But as I said, if you wanted it all to be completely bright copper, just take a little bit of steel wool or a little sand paper block and just polish it, and it would just instantly buff up.
Okay, I've just had a comment from the gallery to say they're exceptionally impressed that you're doing this with sunglasses on.
I'm quite impressed as well.
I love this.
So to size this is, well, I can't see any sizes on this anyway. So I'm just going to go to the actual size that I want.
Which is this one.
Yeah, just for today is this one. And I'm just going to manipulate this. And you do have to kind of just push it, because this bit will rise up otherwise, and you'll have a gap, and you don't really want that gap. You need it to be nice and flush. So you can also use your pliers just to kind of push that around a little bit.
They're all singing "You Raise Me Up" just now in the gallery.
Here we go. So you can see that that's a little bit, now it's sitting a little bit more to the shape. It doesn't matter that there's a tiny gap, but it's more curved, so it's fitting in the shape. All right. And then I'm just going to open these wires out around the stone. Okay, so it's going like that. And then, so it doesn't matter too much about this one. You can, it doesn't matter which side, whether it goes above or below the stone. It's not really a problem.
So you choose.
You choose. It's just now a matter of just making it decorative. So once you've got it on, and make sure that you stay at the size that you've set it at, and that it doesn't sort of slip at all, because otherwise you'll end up with it being too big. And this is one that would be tricky to sort of adjust.
Right.
Okay, so, and then you just take these outer wires, and you just wrap them around your stone, however much you want. So you can see, obviously I'm trying to do this in reverse, so I'm not seeing it very clearly, plus I have sunglasses on, so everything's a little bit darker. And then what can happen is one side will be nice and pinched together.
Oh yeah.
Okay, but then the other side opens out a little bit, so we'll turn that round. You'll see how that's opened.
Yep.
So that's easy enough just to pop back on the mandrel, take your pliers and really just pinch that together. And then you can get that look so it looks consistent all the way around. And then when it comes to finishing it, it's just a matter of just, you know, you probably don't need all that wire, and you just want to build it, and then when you see that it's about right, you can just cut that wire at a sort of a bit of an angle so that it's going to taper. So that's when I will sort of slope it so it slopes down.
Ah, so follows the curve.
Yeah, and then you can just kind of tuck it behind that sort of wrap. And if you take your time and do this properly, it will blend. See, I'm just using your pliers, it blends in. Now that is there, but it disappears.
Yeah, it's
because it's so solid, and it will actually just set in that shape. So you don't need to worry about, oh, that's going to move or catch up, because obviously you would take your time to make sure it is tucked away nicely. And then you just do the same with these wires here. And then you can make that however you want to make it, however large you want that sort of wrap to be. And as messy or as tidy as you want. You could even...
as high or as
you
flat
could
as
even
you
twist, obviously not the two different gauges, because that's not going to work as well. But if you twist them and then wrap them, you'll get like a rose effect.
Oh,
like a twisted rose effect, like that.
This is gorgeous.
It's just a foundation really for you to see, but you can see how you can play about with it. But that whole ring itself is really set solid. You will have a little bit of leeway, so you will be able to adjust it a little bit bigger if you have made it a bit too small. So it's better to go a tiny bit smaller, and then you can kind of just twist it and then size it slightly larger, than making it too large, because that's harder to reduce.
Downsize. Okay.
Okay.
Brilliant. Laura, that's amazing. Thank you so much. We're going to get to see another treat, but before we do that, as in the second piece, the pendant, I'm just going to take this away. Black spinel, 75 carats. Did I mention I have red spinel on today's show? And Tanzanite. Black spinel for one of the longest strands we have got. Rondelles. Plain rondelles, 3x1 to 5x3 millimetre, 30 centimetre strand. I'm thinking everybody needs some of these in their lives.
Oh, definitely. I mean, they're beautiful, aren't they? They're just very elegant looking. I think there's something that could sort of dress up or play down an outfit or a piece of jewellery. I just think, and they would be beautiful with their Morganite.
Oh, yes. They are totally natural, as are the Morganites. Together, that would be a divine combination. And I'm reluctant to do this because producer Phil wants to bundle this so we can take the price super low. And when you see the price of this, you would think that wasn't even enough for the black spinel. Do you trust me? Regular viewers, you'll know me. If you're a new viewer, give us a call. It's a free phone number. I'm not asking you to press your button 1 from a landline. Just give us a call to give you a chance on the phone lines, because it will be busy. When you see how low we're taking this, with only 35 in this bundle, with peridot, £9.95. For 75 carats of totally natural black spinel and 20 carats of totally natural peridot. And we always talk about how peridot and black spinel go so well together. Yeah. Phil thought, let's do a bundle together. Ridiculous rondelles, he's called it. The price had to be ridiculous because the combination is not in any way ridiculous. The combination is perfect. We message from Polly. Hi. You've said, I'm going to have to read it from there. Rondelles are fab for channel setting.
Yeah. Yeah, they really are.
Really good call. Beautiful. Loving your idea, Polly. Thank you very much for taking the time to get in contact with us. Lovely to hear from you. £9.95. Are you counting the beach balls? Let me know if you're counting the beach balls. We have lots and lots of people counting them to possibly win a piece of Laura's jewellery. We will be letting you know by 10 to 5. That's 10 to 5 p.m. today who has won. Laura's going to be choosing the piece of jewellery. All you need to do is count the beach balls bouncing across the screen. If you haven't been watching since the start of the show, which has been 1 p.m, do not worry. You can always guess. If in doubt, guess. You can only not be right, and then you would be in the same situation as you if you hadn't guessed anyway, so might as well give it a go. And Rob, my producer Phil, sorry I keep saying Rob, will be choosing from all the correct answers. You have to get them in by 4:30. We'll let you know when the final beach ball has been bounced. I'm presuming it's going to be bounced. It might be static, I don't know. It won't be rolled apparently, so that's a definite. That's the one thing you can't do. Can't roll it, but you can bounce it and bop it and do whatever you fancy. So at £9.95, enjoy yourself. So many of you getting involved. Eleanor and Merseyside, lots and lots of regulars coming in. Louisiana, Shirley, Lisa, great to have you. I'm going to leave those with you. Still some available, but I want to continue with the demonstration so we can see the other piece as well. They will be selling out at £9.95. I'm not surprised. Enjoy them. They're fabulous.
Okay, well what I'm going to do is just show the pendant there, and I pretty much used a very similar technique for the bangle. I just adapted the base of it slightly. So what I did was, because I love this wire, and I love the fact that you can create shapes with it, and you can hammer them, and you can just get these amazing pieces with just a simple piece of wire.
You can't you? And with the thicker gauge, when you hammer it, you can actually see it better. There's enough there for it to really show off the effect.
You can really play about. You can texture it. You can, So I cut 2 lengths because I was just having a bit of a play about. And what I did with the first one, I've got one slightly longer than the other, and it's fine. Any offcuts as well are great because I'm going to use this to create a kind of little setting where the lower ametrine is sitting.
That's that there. It's almost like a horseshoe, isn't it?
Yeah, but you can use it for that because, you know, that's the perfect length, so I know that that's going to be fine, so don't throw it away. You know that when you've got this wire, that most little pieces are going to be brilliant for little links, little clasps, anything like that. Okay, so just going to get my round nose pliers.
I've just seen one of Santa's little helpers.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So what I'm going to do is just start off by doing a spiral. Now, when you are using a thicker gauge of wire, what you do need to do is kind of be more controlled.
Right.
So when you've got a smaller gauge, you just go straight in like this, and you're like doing that. But with this, you need to control this and actually get that nice shape. So,
although you just did it really quick.
I know that was like a pure fluke.
that would look pretty easy to me there. You just did that like that.
Sorry. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just create a nice open spiral. Okay, and again, even though I am using a thicker gauge of wire, because it is softer, because it is bare copper, you can use it a lot easier. So I've got that shape there, just a nice spiral, just a nice open spiral. Now what I actually used was I had kind of a little pot of, I think it was like a little solid perfume that I'd gotten in a set, and so obviously it had a slightly smaller base and the lid bit was a bit larger. So that's what I actually used to get these two shapes, because I used a larger one to get the round shape at the top and then a smaller one to get the slightly smaller one. So I don't have it with me because that would have been too organised. Yeah. Oh, come on, I did come in with it all in little boxes. I was proper proud of myself.
You came like Hawaiian holidays.
I know.
So the fact that you remembered all of that, I'm amazed. So, I don't know how I remembered it.
But, so yeah, use something like that. I mean, just a little mandrel or whatever, just to get that nice curve. Another thing is you can buy lots of tea light candles with like a little glass pot, and they're only a couple of pound or whatever, just for a couple, and they're perfect sizing as well, and because they're solid you can get a good shape with them. So something like that.
You might even have something in your house, or an ornament base or something you're sitting, or a reel of wire,
perfume or something. You know, it was just happened to be there. So yeah, you would just get that, and that's going to give you a much better shape.
Bottle, you might have a bottle of perfume that might be that shape. You'll be searching around your house, right? What have I got? What can I find?
So that's just going to get, that obviously would be a better shape if you had something to mould it around. So I'm going to just trim that a little bit, and again, keep that because you can make links with that.
Yeah, like your earrings, for example.
Yeah, well, that's actually probably better. You're right there.
Really?
Yeah, and then I could use that as a template, just cut the additional pieces off. So I'm just going to, again, create another sort of shape, okay? I'm just going to, so you can see that's just Obviously that would be a better shape, but...
I like that shape.
Yeah, it's quite cool. So I'm going to pop it back down.
Don't know how you could make it better, I like it.
And then I'm just going to do another spiral. Okay, and that spiral is going to kind of sit here. So then this one again is going to be, so if you've got something that's a little bit smaller that you can use. Actually, sorry, that's right, that goes up there like that.
I'm thinking I've got a tube of moisturiser.
Yeah, well,
like face cream that's in a little
yeah, anything like that. Mine was just a little solid block of perfume, a little pot of solid perfume that I'd gotten in a little gift set with a perfume, so I just thought that'd do.
Do you like the perfume?
It's very nice, actually.
Is it?
Yeah. So again, I've got that so that I've got my 3 spirals at the top, and I'm just going to cut this wire here. So what I'm doing is just creating a frame, really. I was just playing about with the shapes, as I said. And then just spiral that round again. What I'm going to do is this spiral I'm just going to bring down.
Just to, for anyone who's just tuned in, I didn't realise Laura and I are talking about this, but you might not be aware. So solid perfume is perfume in a solid form, as in it's not a liquid. So you get it in a little pot, like almost like a balm.
Yeah.
It's like, and you would rub it in your finger and rub it on your neck or your wrist or wherever you wanted it. So it's like a solid block. It's almost like, not a cream, but it's more of a solid balm texture.
And then you just rub it on. Yeah, I got a little gift set, a little perfume, a little balm, and it's just happy to be there.
Yeah, no, I've just got one for someone for their Christmas. It's a beautiful idea. If you don't, especially, well, the main reason I got it is because the person's travelling, so they won't be able to take it on the plane. So instead of a bottle of perfume, if a solid one, it means you can still make it. It was less than 100 ml. So. And
it's nice, you just rub it on and it's just a nice little freshen up.
Lovely. So there you go. Sorry, the boys were like, what do you mean? Isn't all perfume solid perfume? And I was like, oh no. Let me explain.
It's all perfume
As
solid.
in pure perfume, you were thinking. There we go.
Okay, so there's your shape, sort of. You play about with it, but
that's lovely.
It's cute, isn't it?
I quite like it like that.
That's what I love about this.
Before you even fill it in.
Just playing about with it, yeah, and you could just put links in. You could it's just great fun. But then I hammered it, which I'm not going to do now, but still rubber block underneath just to absorb the sound, and maybe if there's any bounce back off your work surface, and then just flatten it. Now you can flatten it over just to work hard in it, or you can flatten it to really texture out and flatten these spirals, which is what I've done. Okay, so then the fun part.
Sorry, Phil. It's autopilot, forgive me. Phil has popped in some hammers just because you were talking about hammers. There are 5 hammers there for you. I can't say that on television, Phil. What do you want me to say? They're going really low. Clearance price, he just said, not $14.95. You get 5. If I had a hammer, I would hammer till the morning.
Wow.
With this set, there's a ball peen hammer, 1 ounce and 2 ounce. So it's 2 separate hammers. There's a jeweler's hammer in there, the brass hammer, and then the flat head hammer is in there as well. So you could be paying that for 1 hammer elsewhere.
Yeah, I actually have that set.
Do you?
And I've got a bundle coming up on the 27th. I'm up again on the 27th for a design inspiration.
Sunday.
Yes, and I don't even know what day it is.
I only worked that out earlier. I realised I got 2 days off before I come back to work.
Oh, you're back on the 27th as well?
No, I'm back on the 28th. But after driving to Scotland, I thought today was Friday. It's not.
But I've used these as part of, like, within that kit. So
these would be great for that kit on the 27th.
Well, for any of it, really.
Brilliant. Enjoy it. We've only got a few moments left, so I'll shimmy on so we can see as much as we can.
Yeah, okay, well, this is very quick.
So you're threading.
So, yeah, but I'm not going to do any more. So basically what I've done is I put a load of the beads on. Now, there's no specific number. I've just threaded a load on. There they are, down there. Okay.
So
I've just put them all onto the wire. This is the 0.25 wire. Right. And then I've just taken a load of the wire off. Okay?
Yes, you have.
And then I'm just going to screw it up into a ball.
Oh.
Such technical. Yes.
I was thinking, oh, it's all in a tangle, it's all in a knot. How are you going to get that out? And that's part of the plan.
Yeah, and the reason I put them on first is because then when you flatten them, they're already on rather than being stitched in, and they create their own kind of little patterns. If I hold that up, you'll see what I mean. And at the moment, it still doesn't look anything amazing, I know that, but bear with me and it will. So you can see, but can you see how then they've kind of stayed, whereas if I was to stitch them all on, they would be
in different places,
and it would be a lot more hard work. Okay, so what I've got is 1 tail of my wire. Now, if you can find the other tail, then it's good, because then you'll know that you've got both the edges.
Right.
Obviously, if you've got a bit more time, you will find it. If it's not, then don't worry too much, but what you don't want is there to be any little sharp edges.
Right.
Okay, and then you take that, and then you just shape it. I probably would have done a little bit more wire, so it would have been a bit denser.
Okay.
But it doesn't really matter.
Oh, I think I found your other end. There it is.
There it is, see? And again,
it's just sticking out, really.
Yeah, and you can see, obviously, if I'd have just left that, it could have been a potential sort of sharp edge.
Yeah, hazard.
It would have been sharp, it would have just been scratchy. I just said hazard. I passed my driving test a year ago today.
Congratulations! Are you still enjoying it?
I am, yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't have thought this time last year that I was going to be driving down here.
Weren't we working together either the day before or a couple of days around it?
Possibly, I did a shift the day before.
Yeah, I remember thinking, and we were all wishing you luck.
I know. So, yeah, just a little moment.
Loving your work.
So basically, what I did before I actually attached that was just took some 0.25 wire and just bound it, wove it a little bit just to connect
all of these wires together. Okay.
And then I just stitched in as I went a couple of little citrines just to give it a little bit of a focal. So you can see I just took some 0.25 wire, new wire, away from that, and just attached it and just did a bit of simple weaving. Just across, like 3 on each side.
Right.
And then as I went, I stitched a couple of these on. And then when I had a bit of security in the frame, I was then able to then take this piece, and then with that tail, again, you can then stitch it onto the frame and secure it around the edges and neaten it up and everything. And then you can then add, as long as you can finish it neatly, so wrap your wire edges around the frame.
Okay.
You can still take a new piece of 0.25 wire and stitch it in and really neaten it up. And then you literally just are stitching, and you stitch in the ametrine, and then with the excess wires, I just added some beads on around the edges and took my wire around just to give that little detail.
Hold this up there.
Does that make sense? What I mean?
It absolutely does.
And what I did was, because I actually just had the pendant like that initially, I then saw that stone and thought that would be beautiful as a drop. So you can see all I've done with the bottom of that, after I stitched all of this in and stitched in that stone.
To all of this top
I
part.
did all of that first, but I didn't do any of these side decorations.
Okay.
I then made I found that stone, I made the shape with the, I think I've used a 1mm wire there, because it's a little bit thinner and easier to wrap around the frame. If I was using a 1.5, it'd be a little bit too thick to get a good grip around.
Yeah, because you want that to be quite flush, don't you?
And I want it to actually not have movement, so I want it to sort of be really
solid.
securely attached. And so I used a 1mm, attached that, and then I stitched over to find the sort of connection of it. So that's why I started doing that, and I thought, I should quite like that. So I just brought the wire over to the sides and just added beads on. And that's all you're doing. And I did, just stitch that on to secure it. And that's all it is. It's just playing about. And it's one of my favourite pieces. And I love to do like my woven pieces. But actually, I just keep seeing that, and I think actually I really like that. I would wear it. And the bracelet's based on the same theory. I had one stone left, and I thought I'm just going to do it.
I love that. Really, really gorgeous combination. Brilliant.
Yeah,
Laura Binding, you are amazing. No, but everyone in the galaxy, I can't believe you managed to get 2 demonstrations in.
With glasses on.
With glasses on.
But if anyone's stuck or wants a little bit more clarification, then just obviously message me.
Yeah, drop us into the show if you want, JewelleryMaker.com or 60777. You can contact us via that. Or alternatively, Laura, JM guest designer Laura Binding, you can find her on Facebook. Please do, and get in contact with her. A wee message from Valerie. Valerie has said...
I can't see a thing.
I can't see it from there either. Hi, ladies. Is Laura keeping her shades on to help the hangover?
I wish.
Lol. Merry Christmas to all at JM.
I wish, because obviously driving up today, I actually didn't have a single drink yesterday because
you were
driving up
work.
and I thought, everybody got to be very careful. And to be honest with you, I don't drink and drive. I wouldn't have a drink if I was working the next day. So I wish. And just stupid things, I've actually put makeup on.
I know.
Why did I bother?
Beautiful. Why don't you show everybody? Look, she's
my gosh.
gorgeous.
That's
it's bright.
really
bright.
Sorry.
Though. Beautiful.
See,
look at her eyes. Gorgeous. Lovely sparkly eyeshadow. She looks gorgeous. Sorry, I've been blinded by the light there.
She really has been blinded.
She's not been very well, bless her. So she's been looking after herself, or needs to look after herself a bit more, actually. We're working you too hard.
Yeah.
We've got some files for you. Should we quickly squeeze these on? But Laura, I don't want to not forget. Thank you so much. That was amazing. I loved it. I hope you're trying that at home, or at least I hope when if you're getting this kit, you're putting some of the wire aside and some of the gemstones and the findings aside to do that, because I really think that'd be a great idea. You can always watch back on YouTube if you haven't managed to record it. It's not a problem. The YouTube videos will be there for you as well, so you can always watch back and watch along and follow the demonstration and stop and record and play it again. A 12-piece set for you here. This is a needle filing set. So fantastic. Even, I mean, filing the end of wire, is that something that you do often, Laura, or not really? Yeah, definitely. Especially when you see, the beauty when you're working with bare copper wire is because there's no coating to it, you're not going to take any plating off, you're not going to damage it in any way. Right. You know? So sometimes if you hit it a bit too hard with a hammer, what you can do is kind of put a dent into it. Like you can, you know, if you're using plated wire, you can sometimes chip it. Does that make sense? Yes. You almost nick it, so it's a little bit of a sharp edge. You almost go into the wire. Right, yep. But what you can do with the files is you can actually file it and smooth any edges and buff it out, because there's no plating on here and it is just bare copper, so you can take away any, if you've done that and you've made any kind of little sharp edges, or a little slipped with your pliers. I've done it, you know, you slip with your pliers, you make a little you almost gouge out a little bit of the wire. You can smooth it down, so you can do it for that. But and you, obviously your copper sheet or anything like that, your silver sheet. But obviously if you're using silver, don't use the same files that you use for silver that you would for your copper, because your copper will contaminate the silver. Right, so keep them separate. Yeah, that's a really good point. I wasn't aware of that. But yeah, and if you hammer this and make the edges, you can then file them, because when you hammer it, you get like this kind of effect here where it splays out. I remember that ring. Yeah, do you? That from a kit we did the other day. Really? I made myself the ring that didn't manage to make the show, but managed to make your finger. But to be fair, it just fits. It just looks good. It just looks better on your finger than it did on a mannequin thing. But you could file the edges of that, and you could smooth that round if you wanted to. So you can see how that's a 2mm that's opened out quite a lot. So you could then take your pliers, the files, and you could file it nice and smooth. Brilliant. £6.95. Now, there's a full set of 12 pliers. There's a sort of bigger picture of all of them described on the back, so you can see that there. Just in case you're not sure what you get, the 12 file set includes 2 round, 2 triangular, 1 knife edge, 4 flat, 2 are blunt and 2 are tapered, 1 half round, 1 square and 1 oval for you within those 12. So it's a 12-piece needle file set. Sorry, forgive me, I'm reading it back to front, upside down and in reverse. £6.95. Add it to your order if you fancy. Start an order. It's £2.95 in the UK or anywhere else you decide to join us. Just choose your currency and we can get that delivered to you with 1 post and packaging or 1 delivery, shipping and handling per day. We've got lots of beachy bundles coming out after the break. One of them is my favourite. It's a findings bundle. It looks amazing. The charm carriers that are in there, they're brilliant. And do keep looking out for the beach balls. There are lots more to come. We've got another kit, a lot of binding and lots more fun. So hopefully we'll see you on the other side of this really short break. It's me, Becky, just wishing you a really happy Christmas. Thank you for sticking with us all year round, and thank you for joining us at this Christmas time as well. Hope you have a wonderful season and enjoy the rest of your year. See you very soon.
Jewellery Maker course gift vouchers are now available. You can choose from a bronze, silver or gold voucher. Each voucher is worth a different amount that entitles you to put towards a course of your choice. For more information, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655. Tanzanite is truly spectacular. This precious gemstone is only found in one location in the world, Tanzania, Africa. Claimed to be 1,000 times rarer than diamonds, Tanzanite is the blue variety of zoisite. Tanzanite is extremely popular due to its trichroic nature, which means that 3 different colours can be seen when looking at the gem from different angles. In Tanzanite's case, these colours are blue, pinkish violet and yellow.
To wish you a very, very happy Christmas. Eat, drink and be merry, and wishing you a very, very happy new year as well.
Sapphire is an incredibly important gemstone. It actually comes in a vast array of colours. I think commercially we always think of gemstones like sapphire as being blue, but it is available in pinks, yellows, greens, purples, and even vibrant tones such as orange. Sapphire itself is the birthstone for September, making it a really beautiful, unique gift if you want to personalise your collection. It's also 9 Mohs on the hardness scale, which means it's incredibly durable if you want to wear your jewellery pieces every day. Sapphire has been revered since ancient times for its beauty and its lustre. It's been used from the Middle Ages right through to modern day. Today's modern day piece in sapphire, which captures the nation's imagination, would be the engagement ring given to Princess Diana. That ring is now being worn by Kate Middleton, and we have seen a surge in people buying sapphire as the ultimate love gift.
Thank you so much for joining us here at Jewellery Maker over 2015. I have loved every single minute of it, and hopefully looking forward to joining you in 2016. Whatever you do over this festive period, I hope you have lots and lots of fun. Take care, wrap up warm and enjoy yourselves, and look forward to spending a wonderful new year with you. All the best from myself, Ali. Take care. Welcome to Jewellery Maker. We are having a little bit of a beach party. All we need now is Kimbo doing a limbo and be set. Producer Kimbo, where is she gone? I think she's gone home to get ready for Christmas. Lots and lots of treats coming your way if you've just tuned in. We've got the wonderful Laura Binding. She's having a little bit of a happy day today with her happy sunglasses on. You look far too cool.
I know, rock. I just rock.
You do? You rock. Yo, yo.
I was surprised I was allowed to borrow the top, to be honest. I was expecting a bit of a protest.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I'm guessing hubby probably won't be wearing it today, seeing as it's Christmas Eve, or does he tend to wear Hawaiian shirts like Phil all year round?
Yeah, pretty much. If there's an excuse.
Producer Phil wanted to find some beach balls and wanted to wear a Hawaiian shirt today. That's why we were doing Hawaiian Day for you. Well, I've just decided Hawaiian. It's not really Hawaiian, it's beach day. And we've got a little bit of garlands on. Phil kindly lent me mine because I couldn't find mine this morning. And I've got my wee poncho thing on that I wore on holiday. And I've got my partner's hat because he liked it. And my hat was a big floppy, so I thought half the time I'll spend my head down and you won't see me, which probably would have been a better thing. Should have thought of that one, then I wouldn't need to put any makeup on. Right, let's get started. We should do... How about a challenge, Laura Binding? You were completely in your own world there, weren't you? Just like...
I actually was looking for my challenge and looking for a bead tray to put it in. I was trying to organise myself.
I love you, Laura Binding. It reminded me of the famous Scouse advert there. You were like... Doop, 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 doop.
I told you I can't actually hear anything. I'm in my own little bubble.
You got a wee head cold today, bless you, haven't you? Oh Lord, I love you. Have a look at these big nuggets, brand new Premier Lanimar. We did have a clearance, and most of the reason, well, the main reason for that was because we didn't have enough airtime to bring you all the treats we wanted to do before our new deliveries started coming through. They've already started filtering through. Last night I brought you some amazing smoky quartz basket drops. If you got them, congratulations. I also brought you a couple other premieres. There was some garnets in there, and there was a big cabochon in there as well, Blue Lace Agate cabochon pair. It was gorgeous. It went really, really low. And emeralds, we had some brand new emeralds. Tonight, sorry, I'm not with you, but today I am. I'm bringing you Caribbean rocks. Oh yeah. from the Dominican Republic, and if you've ever been there, you will know it is one of the most beautiful countries in the world. The beaches are phenomenal. The sea, the sand, oh, it's just gorgeous. It's a limited gemstone. It's only ever been discovered in the Dominican Republic. It's a particular type of pectolite rock that's only ever been discovered there. It's amazing. It was discovered twice. First time, which sounds odd because you think, well, once it's discovered, it's discovered. First time it was discovered, it was Father St. Loren Mendez, Father St. Miguel, sorry. He found it the first time, and he discovered it in 1916. About November time, actually, 23rd to be a little bit precise, and he wasn't allowed the mining rights. Imagine how devastating that is. You find the gemstone, you want the mining rights, and they say, no, sorry, no. And then quite a few years later, a gentleman called Miguel Mendez, so Father Miguel Loren and Miguel Mendez, same first name, but second name is different. He found it and discovered it while walking along the beach in the Dominican Republic, chilling out, I presume, hanging out on the beach, and he found it. And he was given mining rights to it. So I don't know what Father Miguel Loren did to not be allowed mining rights, but for whatever reason, it was quite a few years later. It was 1974, so it was first discovered in 1916, so it was just shy of 60 years previous. And he rediscovered it, should I say, and he named it after what's known as the Spanish word for sea, which in the main language in the Dominican Republic is Spanish, so mar, which is for sea, and then his eldest daughter is called Larissa, so he called it Larimar. There is a fake version called Lorimar, so please don't get those confused. I know it's quite confusing, isn't it? But Larimar for Larissa, so just remember that. And you'll remember it's a La, not a Law. So Larimar is the real one. These are totally natural, and they're having to dig deeper and deeper and deeper and tunnel deeper into the crystallization because it took place in the middle of a volcano, so it's quite difficult to get a hold of. That's why there's not too much about, and of course it's only from one location in the world. It's £9.95 for two of them. You wouldn't think they would be that affordable with the length that you've got. I mean, you could straight away just put those on. You would need to restrand them because the strands that they're on is just temporary. But if you just wanted to simply restrand them, I think they would look gorgeous with the first beading tube that we had for you. You know, the tube of beads? If you sort of space those around or intersperse them, but it doesn't really matter what I think because the gorgeous Laura's going to get to work with them. Should we do some shell pearl as well? And then you can put the two together if you fancy. Belinda's in, Susie's in, Anne's in, Melanie's in. I used to want to be called Melanie. One of my your aunt's called Melanie. I love that name. After the Queen's Nose, the sister was called, it was Melody she was called, but my dad's family friend, they've got 4 beautiful young daughters, and one of them was called Melanie. She was about my age, and I used to love the name Melanie. That was really cool. £9.95. Belinda's in, ooh, Vaucluse. Where's that? Vaucluse. Oh, it sounds quite exciting. Where's Belinda watching us from? I don't know it's Vaucluse, but where's that? I'm excited. Phil's doing a search engine, currently searching. It's taking its time. South of France. Wouldn't it be nice to be in the south of France right now? Belinda, can we come and join you for a day? We do Jewellery Maker from Belinda's. How amazing would that be just for one day if we could just travel and just join you for the day? I still think we should get a Jewellery Maker bus.
Yeah, that'd be cool. That'd be really cool. My nephew is in Canada at the moment and it's snowing.
Oh,
thick
wow.
Snow. So he's gone to visit the Canadian family.
Oh, how lovely.
He wanted a white Christmas, so he's been
perfect.
Having a ball.
Sounds jealous. Like it. A message from Belinda. Hiya, Belinda. You're out in the province, south of France. Love that. Love that. I think we should all go to Vaucluse. That sounds super cool. My mum's cousins live in France, and my mum's aunts, sorry, live in France. Not France. What am I talking about? Canada. They live in Toronto, Ontario, and one of the daughters got married, and it was so deep in snow that they had a bin bag to put her dress on, so it would slide across the snow, so it wouldn't get any snow on it. We're not doing them for that though, are we? Oh, 8mm and 10mm round, great sizes to mix together, great waterfalls designs if you're thinking of that. Maybe you're thinking of something completely different, just 2 of them, one the smaller and larger or graduating down, whichever you prefer. 8mm and 10mm round, you get both sizes. Bright white shell pearl they are. Cool breeze. Makes me think of Cool Runnings. That's a Christmas film where they all wear cool Jamaican clothes. Well, because it's in Jamaica, isn't it? What do you think? I'm going to give both the Laura, so the Larimar as well as the shell pearl. 8mm and 10mm. So this will be part of our competition, do you think? Ooh, £5.95. So how many? 150 or 15? 50, woo! A big quantity of these. Let's treat ourselves. Shell pearl. Perfect if you want, and I know a lot of us are already thinking about the summertime jewellery making terms. If you make your jewellery to sell, you'll probably be thinking about the spring and you're probably thinking about the summer, aren't you? At £5.95. Your card doesn't usually charge till it's due to be shipped anyway. What do you think? Neath Port Talbot. Greater London, multi-purchases out in Angus, Anne-Marie. Say you spent, well, say you spent £12, you would have two 10mm and two 8mm strands for £12. It's not a lot, and then you get 38 centimetres approximately on each strand. There's a lot there. This is wonderful. Traharis. Oh, we looked this up the other day, I think. Is that in Wales? I remember looking it up because I wanted to know. We've got lots and lots of you getting involved today. Thank you so much. It is in Wales. Yay! Near Merthyr Tydfil. If I pronounced that correctly, I hope I have. I was terrible at geography at school. I think that's mainly because we just had to colour in and I got really, really bored. Colouring in the grass and then the hills and then the water and then watching the water go up to the clouds and then come back down to the lake and then going back up the hill, and then I just got so bored. I was thinking, this isn't fun. I just wanted to know about countries, and they didn't do that, so they moved me next door to history. It's quite good. Mr. Graham used to throw a grenade at us if you weren't, he had this brilliant aim. Yeah, a real, well no, not a real grenade, a rubber one. And he would wear his cloak and he had his hat on, he had his cane, and he would be at the blackboard. We used to have blackboards when I was at school, we didn't have whiteboards. And he would be writing on the board, and there was a boy always next to me, his name was Joe, and he always fell asleep, always, always, always in Mr. Graham's class. And all of a sudden, bang, he wouldn't even turn round Mr. Graham, he'd just throw it and it would land smack bang on Joe's table and he'd be like that. It was really, really funny. He had this brilliant aim. I used to love his class. Also enjoyed history as well. I don't remember too much, to be fair, apart from the poster that said, Churchill, we need you. That was on the wall, I remember that. £5.95. What do you think? Treated yourself as yet? Don't worry if you haven't. Still got plenty of time, but I think that would be a lovely treat. Lorna is going to have fun with that, I presume. Yeah. Oh, happy glasses are off. Does that mean you're super happy? You don't need them anymore? You've had your happy moment?
Yeah, I think it's nice to actually see what I'm doing. Well, I can see it, it's just a little bit dark.
A little bit.
Just a little bit. So. But I've adjusted to the lights now, so it's
perfect. Fine. Brilliant. Love you, Laura Viney. Laura Viney's on the show today. If you want to find her on Facebook, it's JM Guest Designer Facebook. No, it's not. JM Guest Designer Laura Binding. On Facebook, you find her there. Lots and lots coming your way. What? Sorry. Ooh. Laura's Neon Dream. Now, Laura, these are neon colours Phil chose for you because he knows that this is something you would absolutely 100% go for yourself. In another life. Maybe not this life. To be fair, I quite like them with my holiday clothes. They go well with the garland.
Do you know, I think that type of gemstone that they really do suit certain skin tones.
Right.
I think that's what, if it's a colour that doesn't suit you to wear, sometimes you feel uncomfortable working with it.
Oh,
if that
okay.
makes sense.
Yeah, of course.
I made a piece on a late show ages ago back in the old studio, and it was with Vicky Field, and she put it on and it instantly went amazing on her. And I think, in fact, I think she went home with it because, you know, she liked it. Mm-hmm. So I think because it suited her skin tone. Yes. And it suits you. Holding it up against you, it suits you. If you held it up against me, it doesn't look good. Me and pink aren't friends either to wear, unless it's rose quartz.
I was going to say, what about rose quartz?
Rose quartz, because everybody can wear rose quartz.
Yes.
But yeah, like fuchsia is,
yes.
No.
Maybe not. Okay. They are bright. You would definitely see someone coming. If you know somebody who's a runner, these would be a great idea. You can make them little bracelets to wear, little anklets to wear when they're running. Dog walkers. Cyclists. Amelia, do you need some of these, Amelia? £6.95 for 3 strands to graduate, 4mm, 6mm and 8mm in your sizes, all rounds for us. They are bright, they are, woo, neon, but hey, everybody needs a little bit of a neon party. It looks great actually, just looking at Lauren's garland, who's on camera just now. You've got lovely neon orange and pink and yellow and blue and purple. It would be perfect if you mix it up with some other colours, maybe not just neon. So can you see the neon and the neon orange? It looks great. So maybe you've got, oh my word, you know what it would look great with? You know that neon, the satin rainbow cord? You know the satin cord that had all the different colours of the rainbow?
And the neon
that was gorgeous.
paracord. Did
yes.
Did Mark have some glow in the dark type paracord?
Glow in the dark clasps.
Yeah, so you know,
to go with the paracord.
Yeah, but I also know if I made a stretchy bracelet for my daughter, and then she'd love it. But then also my son could wear it because it's that, you know, they all wear those like snappy
bracelets, the ones you snap around your wrist like and it's like a snake.
No, the coloured ones. You snap them to break the colour, and then they go fluorescent. You know the.
Oh, like a glow stick?
Yeah, it's a glow stick bracelet. And then they wear them as bracelets. So again, it's that same kind of thing. So I think kids would absolutely love it. I know mine would.
I like that. I think it's fun because I remember I got a pair of earrings. I've still got them, and they were this colour with neon orange and neon pink, and they were just the three graduated sort of chandelier holiday earrings. Just fun to be on holiday, and I took them on holiday with me, and I got so many compliments on them, just with a black top because they were that little burst of colour. But on holiday, it's funny, on holiday you can kind of get away with colours that you can't get away normally. Have you ever found that? So sort of beach jewellery is totally different, and beach tops, I mean, when I was on holiday, all these luminous pink tops and luminous pink yellow, neon yellows.
You tan, don't you? A lot of people tan, so their skin colour changes, which makes them able to sort of wear different colours that they wouldn't be able to wear if they were sort of paler, maybe.
Absolutely. And I think black and yellow, you could get some black and put them with the yellow, and you could be black and yellow. No, these are going to fly out the door. You're going to absolutely 100% love these. These look really nice with the Larimar, actually. 2 strands. In fact, I'll put them at Larimar there so you can see. Make it a little bit different. A little bit cool and sophisticated. You're getting very, very low in stock. Shiny silvers. How beautiful. Do you think it looks quite nice? You've just tuned in, it's the silvers we're doing. We have brought you the Larimar. There might be some Larimar left, though. If in doubt, always give us a little shout. Have a look on JewelleryMaker.com or 0800 644 655. It's a free phone number from UK Landlines and many other network providers. I know O2 and EE, I believe, are free to 0800 numbers. Lengthwise, they are quite long. Should I give them a wee cheeky measure? Well, mine says, well, it's not speaking to me, but what I can measure is 33 centimetres. But it says 30 actually, so guaranteed 30, but I've got an extra cheeky 3, so you never know, you might get an extra cheeky 6 with the 2 strands. They are 4mm round in size, and you are getting 2 strands, the exact same. £13.90 if we added the 2 strands together, but how about we go to one price that's very low for both of them? Oh, I don't know about that. Sounds a little bit low. Have I shown you my Premier Amethyst that's coming up? That would look amazing with it. Did I mention we were going to £7.95 for both of them? Ah, forgive me, it must be all this heat that's getting to me. £7.95 for the treats. Who fancies treating themselves to some genuine shiny silvers? Do you know what I'm thinking of? Springtime. What about daffodil colours, daffodil yellows and emeraldy greens with the silvers? What do you think? I think that would be lovely. Laura, do you fancy these? Are you partial to these?
I think they're really sweet.
Yeah.
I think, like you say, you could make really cute classic Tree of Lives with those.
Ooh, they would be lovely. So quite sophisticated ones.
Yeah, and it would be it would almost look like a solid piece of metal. Because obviously it would all be silver toning, but then you could use a mix of colours. So you could use a bit of gold and a bit of rose gold and create like a mixed metal looking piece as well. So it's really going to give you a lot of options.
I like the sound of that. You've just reminded me, I don't know if it's something you've made or why, but looking at you reminded me of it. You know the little hoops that you can get, well, memory wire, if you use the ring size, and you can make little hoops.
Yeah.
And if you fed on a couple of those, sort of 1 or 2 little hoops, or so 1 or 2 little gemstones, that's what it is. My mum has a beautiful bracelet that my uncle got for her, and it's gold with gold balls on it. I think he got it from, is it South Africa, maybe got it from? I'm I'm not sure. Either way, you got this beautiful bracelet for her birthday, and it's got gold balls on it, and they kind of move around just on a thin
chain.
chain.
They've got the movement. But then also you could weave them, because they're that perfect size, you could weave them into, like again, that channel setting, into a long strip, and then just rotate it, spiral it, and have statement earrings.
Ooh, that's a good idea. You've got spiral earrings on today, haven't you?
I have Christmas tree earrings.
Oh,
they're Christmas
They're
trees.
Gorgeous. They're so gorgeous.
Christmas trees.
Silly question, but did you make them?
I did. We did them on our Christmas whitework workshop in here, because we found some little star hematites. So we made it so there was little stars on the top. There you go.
Can we do these, Phil?
I'll take them off and then
them.
you can see them properly without me having them.
Yay! Laura Binding, you are amazing. Laura Binding, you are amazing.
And then we did that.
I have to do it out of tune, otherwise I'll get in trouble. 7mm in size for your stars. You're getting 2 strands. They're just doubled over for you, but you will get one of each. You get the blue, and Laura, they're gorgeous.
They're cute, aren't they?
What gauge wire? I don't know if you remember off the top of your head. Sorry to put you on the spot.
So it's 0.8, because they're actually, the earring findings are handmade. So they've been made, and then the star's been added on to the actual earring finding section of the earrings.
So over here, before you've done the loop, there
which
it is.
enabled it
the
to connect as a whole piece, yeah.
That's gorgeous. I love them. I bought a star for my Christmas tree, and it didn't fit.
No, we got a star, and it was too heavy because we've got a real tree.
A real tree too?
Yeah, and it just went poof. And it just doesn't. First of all, we made it fit on the top, and it just fell. Then we tried to just sort of attach it, and it fell. So I mean, it's got some little angel thing that Kayla made attached.
That sounds good.
Yeah, and we kind of propped the star into the tree, but I found it in my studio earlier on, so I didn't know what happened.
Oh, it's fallen off.
Probably a child.
Mine wouldn't fit on mine, because at the top of the tree it's really tall, and then it's got all these little cones around it, and I couldn't get it over.
We cut the top of our tree off. We cut the very top bit to try and get the star on, and then we couldn't get the star. Well, we did, but like I said, it weighted it down anyway. So, yeah.
My tree is not particularly good. It's covered in candy canes, and it's got. Well, the only thing that looks good is the decorations that you've made and sent me over the past 5 years, because they're all over. I've got a little gemstone snowman, little angels, rose quartz angels, little rose quartz wreath. Lovely pieces. A wee knitted or crocheted ice skate with my name on it. There's loads of my tree's just all the decorations that you've made me. And rhodonite nuggets and our pink organza ribbon on beading thread wrapped round as my tinsel. £8.95. We've got some rhodonite coming up today. How perfect is that? Starry nights. That's not very beach-like. Oh, actually, when I was in Australia, the best stars I've ever seen in my life, best starry sky that I've ever seen in my life, and I saw for the first time ever a shooting star. I saw a real one. It's at the exact same time as my friend. We saw it together and we're like, ah! Never seen a shooting star in my life. All I wanted to do was see a shooting star. Well, it's not all I wanted to do, but it was a really big tick on my list. And I got to see one. So for me, I think you should do a really, 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 really special treat for yourself. And £8.95. You might only use 1 or 2 now and again, but it's like those little stickers that you get with the stars on them. When you're looking for them, they're brilliant. You can go and find them, like, oh, I want to put a wee star on that. I want to do that. Yeah. And you keep them in that special stash, and you just use them as and when you need them. But when you need them, you need them.
Yeah, and they're also really good because they lie flat. So I've made ear cuffs with them before, and so they'll actually sit nicely in your ear because they're flat. So they sit really nice. They catch the light. You get that look, but they're not bulky and uncomfortable.
I like the sound of that. There's quite a lot of designers at the moment doing ear cuffs.
Yeah.
High-end jewellers that I saw the other day doing ear cuffs. Right. Rhodonite. And I have a... Whoa, these are really weighty. There's a lot in here. Oh, I love them. Yep, I've got these around my Christmas tree. A mixture of these and rhodolite. Rhodonite and rhodolite sounds a bit confusing. Rhodonite has more of the black tones through it. Rhodolite has more of the creamy tones through it. 1,140 carats. No wonder that was heavy. 3 strands. Each one is 380 carats. Now I say 3. They are whoppers. They're 84 centimetres each. That's not a combined size. That's per strand. They start off at nuggets of 5 by 4 mil and they go up to 12 by 5 mil. No. What's it? Oh, it's not clearance, but it feels like clearance. Clearance mode. Phil just hasn't got out of clearance mode. What do you think, Laura Binding?
Wow. For free?
For 3 double strands.
Amazing. That's brilliant.
Just for one, I would be happy at that price point. We don't get much rhodonite.
No.
I remember the first Christmas we had rhodonite and rhodolite was when I first made my Christmas decorations. The first year, it was about 6 years ago. May, it'll be 6 years ago. And everybody wanted it. It sold out because I just made a really simple bracelet of rhodonite and rhodolite, both of them together. Nobody could get a hold of it. It sold out really, really quickly. And ever since, anytime we get it, it sells out. It's been ever so popular over the past 5 years, nearly 6 years. Anne in Wiltshire's gone for a multi-purchase. Belinda in Vaucluse, yay! In the south of France, multi-purchase for yourself. Out in Angus, lovely to see you all. Thank you so much for joining us. It's such a pleasure to have your company. I appreciate for many of you, there's lots of things you could do today. And I appreciate for many of you, it might be your first day off that you've had in a very, very long time. So if it is a day off for you, or if you have, just for whatever reason you've tuned in to join us today, I know many of you will tune in just to see Laura. Many of you, of course, wanted to tune in to see beach balls bouncing across the screen as well. Just like that. It's brilliant to have you, honestly. It's so lovely to have your company. At £5.95, it's not what I expected to be doing this Christmas Eve, but I'm thoroughly enjoying it. £9, no, not £9, £5.95. That's not even £2 per strand. Isn't that fabulous? How many, hold on a minute. £2. It takes over my entire desk. That's 2.5 metres. And they're jam-packed. It's not even as if, I love tassels, but there isn't any tassels on the end. It's not even as if they're taking up any room. This is fabulous. I'd love to know what you're going to do with them. I think these were, they remind me of, have you ever seen rhodochrosite? We've had cabochons of it. It reminds me a little bit of that. And unakite. Imagine you put a bit of green with this and put it with unakite. That would be lovely. Or just even with unakite, and it'll bring more of the peachy, pinky tones through from it. That might be quite nice.
Those little black spinels that you had in that bundle earlier would be beautiful, because they're quite natural looking, which would tie in with the chips as well, but because they've got those flecks of black in them.
Yes, they do.
Although it's not technically black, they're sort of like dark greys, aren't they, really?
Yeah, well, some of them are black, some of them are lighter of a grey, but you know, you're absolutely right.
But it would really pick it up, and I think it would sort of elevate it. It means that you'd be able to do a little bit more of a higher end piece. Yeah. But you could just keep it, like you say, simple stretchy bracelets. It's great if you've got kids, because it's, again, but I think that's a colour tone that I could wear as well. Go into that pink. It's that warmer pink, so I think it's just beautiful.
I agree. I like that idea. I like the idea of having the black, and I'm looking at you working with the sort of whites of shell pearls and thinking of pearls, shell pearls. That might be quite lovely as well if you wanted to incorporate it with that. Lots of different thoughts. You can really, really use that in different ways depending on what you've got in your stash maybe, or what you fancy treating yourself to. And a carat weight like that will not change your post and packaging. It's still the same one in any one day. They're amazing. Should we do that Premier Amethyst as a star buy now? I fancy doing that. Should we do it? Ready? Steady? Star buy. Premier, which we've been how long have we been waiting to get some premieres? And we've been bringing you so many amazing treats that have maybe seen just once before, but they had been seen once before. Gosh, last night was the first time I brought you a premiere in what felt like forever. Although in saying that, I did end up with a premiere in the clearance. I don't know how I managed that. I won't tell anyone if you don't. Zambian Amethyst. This was renowned on the Genuine Gemstone Company as the ultimate amethyst purple. I was talking yesterday about a peridot that I saw in an oval shape and an amethyst that I saw in the High Street Jewellers. It was now I couldn't get my head around this. I don't know what the metal was. I'm presuming it would have been in platinum or some very precious metal, but it was £6,000 for an amethyst pendant with a single stone. It was a beautiful stone, really deep in its colour, and it was magnificent in its colour. It was a single pendant. There wasn't any gemstones around it. It was just a pendant. And my friends had said to me, oh, is that sort of a good price for amethyst? And I was thinking, well, no, it wasn't. It was extortionate. And I'm thinking, the depth and clarity of amethyst we get from Jewellery Maker, especially from my personal opinion, the other day on the clearance, we had some beautiful amethyst hearts. And they were so deep and so rich in colour, and everybody wanted them because of that depth of colour. If you want to print off an authenticity certificate, if you want to get one, it's 25 pence to get one. If you are selling your jewellery, it might be wise to prove that these are natural amethysts, because so few people get amethysts that are this rich in colour, this beautiful clarity that you're getting here, and it be natural. Nothing wrong with treating gemstones, absolutely not. For me, it's just like going in and putting colour in your hair or treating your hair. Nothing wrong with it, it's just different. But if you can get it naturally this colour, and you can get it at a price point that's affordable, then go for it. I adore natural amethyst. It's thought to be, for many people, the #1 gemstone for selling, because a lot of people know what it is, so they don't find it too difficult to sell, because a lot of people will sort of hone in on gems that they know. Amethyst is one of them. The natural colour that you're seeing there is what most people, for me personally, a textbook example of what you would think of. You're flicking through a textbook and you see amethyst. This is what I would expect to pick out. That's the calibre and the quality I would hope you would find.
Yeah, that's classic amethyst, recognisable, isn't it? It's something that, like you say, if you do sell, if you want to give as a gift, it's something that if I knew nothing about gemstones or jewellery and someone gave me that, I would know that that was amethyst, because it's recognisable and it's not common, but it's well known.
Yes,
you know,
worldly renowned.
Yeah,
absolutely. Amethyst, as you say, can be in any high street jewellers, but quality-wise is for me what the difference is. I would love you to compare this. You've got until the 31st of January to make your mind up. Have a look at it next to other amethysts and see what you think. But for me, hand on heart, highest calibre of amethyst we've ever offered has been from Zambia, and that's exactly what you've got here, totally natural. The code is YSKY42, 40 carats of Zambian amethyst, 4mm rounds. Now, Laura, do you have any inkling of the price, as Phil told you at all?
No, he doesn't tell me anything.
I don't want to put you on the spot like this, but Phil said, what do you think Laura thinks of the price? What do you reckon?
Sorry,
you can't be wrong. It's whatever, honestly, whatever you think. Can you see it there? 4mm rounds, 40 carats. Honestly, don't worry. It doesn't. You cannot be wrong. It's only a guess.
See, I'm torn because I know that we do silly prices, so I'm torn. But I mean, if you saw a strand like that, you'd be probably thinking they're about £15, about something around £15, £16.
I'm with you.
Maybe a little bit more, depends. But I'm just a bit cagey because I know the sort of prices we do.
Yes, I wouldn't tend to ask you, but Phil was really excited about this price. I think he thought nobody would guess it. Oh,
there you go. See, this is why I hate it, because you just never know.
But I agree with you. I would have said between $15 and $17.95.
Yeah, that's the sort of, because they're lovely, they're beautiful quality. You can see the colourway through them.
You would think, though, if anyone, well, I don't really know how, well, I do know how the pricing works in this place. We buy it, and then Phil or Rob or Kim or any of our producers get to choose a price, and that's how simple it is. We had a big quantity of them. Phil wanted them all to be allocated today, so he thought, well, it's Christmas Eve, let's be nice. He's always nice, to be fair, but I think because he's got his Hawaiian shirt on, he's feeling extra nice, aren't you, Phil? Party time. Party, party. Have you seen something you fancy today? Treat yourself. If there's something you're looking for, please, please, please let me know. If you let me know, I can't access my Facebook while I'm on the television, because that would be naughty. But JewelleryMaker.com or 0800 644 655, you can join us on that. Or should I? Should I put my Facebook on? I used to do that. People used to message me on Facebook and I used to show it. Should I? I don't know. This is the first, well, I always worry because if I leave it logged in and then people do that whole pranking thing. So, this is the first 2-day bank holiday that I've had off this year. Really enjoying the show, ladies. Merry Christmas from Samantha in Cumbria. Oh, gosh, you're working hard. That is so lovely that in your day off, you've taken the time to tune in and see us. It means the world to us. Thank you so much. I hope you have a very Merry Christmas yourself too. £5.95 is all we're looking at for genuine Zambian amethysts. I love that quality. Always do, if you can, look out for Zambian amethyst. It's a bit like me when it comes to Madagascan rose quartz, or when it comes to moonstone from India. They're my favourite locations because I think that, well, they've never disappointed me. I can always count on them. So if somebody said to me, what location would you go for guaranteed, then I would more than likely choose Zambian. But I would choose Zambian. I've just chosen it. There you go. £5, 95 pence. Lovely. Right. What was that? He's just made up a comment. Can I tell everyone what you've just said? It filled his head because I said it's never disappointed me, and producer Phil went, I could just imagine for some other presenter to say, unlike men. Like, what? That's a normal Jewellery Maker comment, is it? Really? I'm saying nothing. I'm not commenting. Men have disappointed Phil, apparently. They have. Oh dear. Well, we'll move on swiftly from that. Which side? Same side? Oh, have a look at this. This is some jewellery that was made up from it. You've called it Kirsty the Cultured Pearl. All right. All right. Have a look at this. These are lovely. This makes me think of a particular chocolate brand that do big and purple sweeties. That would be the Big Purple. I like those. Sorry, Laura. Shouldn't have made you laugh there, should I? I've got both strands, but I love what Sue's done with them. Oh, you could even, if you get double amount, you can maybe do something like that to go with it. I don't know. I'm just changing Sue's beautiful design. I probably shouldn't even begin to try and play about with it. Should we do something naughty? Because it's Christmas Eve and it's technically, I don't really think of it as Christmas Eve, sorry. I think of it as my mum's birthday because it's her birthday. So I'm thinking for the amount you would probably pay for that necklace or the beautiful collection. Now that's two separate bracelets. One's using gold findings and one's using silver coloured findings. And they're both stunning, both completely different looks. Lovely. So you get the two strands. You don't get the finished jewellery because Sue made that, our beading buddy, just as an idea of what you can... Pearls for the two. Oh my word. Loving your work. If you mix the amethyst in with those as well, I don't know what you think. How many do we have? 90. Yay! I love it when we've got a good quantity and at a really superb price. We do usually have superb prices, but we don't always have big quantities. So when I think it looks lovely with the amethyst. If you've just tuned in, I have put the amethyst in there as well. You don't get the amethyst, but it was only was it $5.95? No. It was. It was only $5.95 contrary to what Laura and I thought it was going to be. So if you wanted that together, that's only what, £12 for both of those? For all three of them, sorry. I meant both opportunities. Doesn't feel right. But it's okay. Have I mentioned I've got Tanzanite coming up, black spinel coming up. Oh, we have black spinel, sorry, red spinel. Lots and lots coming up your way. Lots and lots of you getting involved. I did have 90 with Isabel in Surrey, Beverly's in, Stuart's in Cheshire, Josephine's in as well. Lots of lovely, lovely treats. Something for everybody today. I really do think we have. Lots and lots of fun. Mary and Gwyneth's gone for multi-purchase. Hampshire's with us. Narinda, what a lovely name, joining us in West Midlands. Oh, we're West Midlands, stroke Warwickshire, stroke West Midlands. No, stroke Worcestershire. Mike decided we were Worcestershire the other day. Oh, Ben's decided it's not Worcestershire, Warwickshire. Mike, director Mike said it was definitely Worcestershire because he lives down the road. So does Ben.
I think it says it on my sat nav actually. Comes up with something like that.
It's a Warwickshire postcode. Ha! You can all tell Mike in the Late Show. Catherine in Pembrokeshire, hiya! You have said, is amethyst getting harder to get? We don't see big amethyst much. No, we don't. It's funny, what we do, and regular viewers will know this, we have a quality that once we get it, we don't tend to go lesser than that. So we will always try and bring you the same quality. So if the quality isn't to the same standard that we've got, we'll wait until we get a really good quantity and quality and we'll buy that. So we won't just buy it because it's amethyst. We'll wait until we get the same calibre that we've got. So it might still be about, but maybe not the quality that we're used to. So that's why it takes a wee while to get that kind of calibre, but we'd rather wait and give you the top calibre that we can get rather than just anything. I hope that's all right. But if you have a thought on that and you would rather just get done something different, let us know. Do let us know, but we tend to try and buy a calibre, and once we get that standard, we don't like to go under it. £5.95. Enjoy it. Silver Me Timbers. This is one of my favourite treats of the day. I do quite like this. It's making me think of the Pirates of the Caribbean, which was just finished filming when I arrived in Australia the other week. Well, the other week, gosh, it was over a month now. They finished filming Pirates of the Caribbean on Whitehaven Beach. Don't know if I'm allowed to tell you that, but now you know. Oh, I love that. Oh, I love Pirates of the Caribbean. Do you like that?
Yeah, it's good, yeah. I've only sort of seen the first couple, but it's something that we're trying to get Jackson to sit down and watch.
Ah,
yeah.
I love it.
It's good, it's fun.
Really good fun. I think, why is it going in my head? I keep saying, I think Jack Sparrow is a great actor, not Jack Sparrow. Johnny Depp.
He went into the hospital, didn't he? There was a big thing. He went in dressed up as Jack Sparrow into a hospital children's ward.
Did he?
And he actually went in as Jack Sparrow, and he went in and said hello to everybody.
Oh my gosh, I didn't know that. That's
really
so
lovely.
Cool.
Yeah, it's a little clip. I think it's on Facebook or on YouTube, but it's really lovely.
I'll have to look. I think he's an incredible actor.
He stays in character as well. He literally goes in as Jack Sparrow. He does sort of go back as to normal after that.
How cool!
Yeah.
See, I love him even more. I thought I liked him, and now I love him. Love these as well. They've got hearts on them. This is so befitting. So you get these. You get 5 of them. I think they're fabulous. They're pretty solid, fantabulous. If you want to put your paracord through there, maybe Kumihimo braid. I'm thinking of a round braid, obviously. Viking knit, crochet even.
Yeah.
Just even wire or threads or cords or whatever you want to do. Anything up to 6mm will fit through there. And you've got that loop, there it is at the top for you to attach, or you could do it the other way around. So you can have that as your charms coming from it, use it almost like a charm carrier. You have these which are so ultra glossy. I think these are magnificent. Oh, the way I'm holding them make me think of the Olympic rings. You get 20mm in size and 20 of them. Oh, I like it even more. I thought we would get a good couple. You could, what do you think? You can make 4 of those Olympic ring ideas. There's 5 in the Olympic rings, isn't there?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can make 4 of those designs if you want. You don't have to. I like it. I think they're gorgeous. Really love the detail on them, and they're so lustrous. Silver, genuine 925 sterling silver plated, which is why they're so lustrous and beautiful. So 20 of those, and then these are lovely shepherd hook designs with hearts, detailed hearts on the front. Now you can straighten them if, of course, they've got a little bit bumped in transit. They're quite malleable. These are 6mm for you in your, oh no, that's a connector, sorry, forgive me. These are 20 by 12mm with a 4mm heart. I think they're fantastic. So you can, whoop, there it is. So you can use that loop, that's an open loop if you can see there. And you could use them as a head pin if you wish. It's up to you. But there you could, obviously I've not got my pliers, but you can see how that's a eye loop. You can just open that and then close it to attach anything onto there, or you could, if you wish, straighten them out, depends. You get how many pairs of those? 5 pairs, so 10 of those in total, or component-wise, or 5 pairs, however you wish to look on them, whatever you wish to do with them. So there's quite a lot there. In total, that's hangers, you get 5, 20, 25 plus 5, that's 30 or 35, depending on whether you look at the earrings as components or pairs. £6.95. All plated sterling silver.
Wow.
Even just for the well, they're called charm hanging connectors or textured hanging connectors. I would pay that for just the 5 of those, or just the 20 rings.
Yeah.
Or just the 5 pairs of earrings. They're sterling silver plated. It's not some random metal we haven't heard of. I love it. What do you think? Would you use them, Laura?
Yeah, definitely. I love the twisted jump rings. I think they're great. They're really good to make if you are new to cabochons.
Oh, yes.
And you want to net a cabochon. They're really good to use as a ready-made base.
Ah.
And then you place the cabochon on top, and then you can just net around it, and you've got a solid back sort of, and it still looks nice. And then you could do a link, put some smaller jump rings, and connect a chain out of it, and just have the cabochon in the middle. if you wanted. I just love them as earrings though. I would just have that as a hoop and then put a little piece of wire with a gemstone in the middle, attaching it to the earring finding.
Ah, so not like that.
Well, yeah, I like it like that, but I would just put one little, maybe a little pearl or something like that, just in between on an eye pin or a piece of wire, just a little loop on either side, just connect it so it gets that movement.
I want this very much so. £6.95. Fatima's in, Jackie's in, Joan is in, Pat is in, Kathy, Patricia, Thomas with. Oh, Patricia was with us last night from the city of Bristol. Lovely to have you back with us again. Thomas from Greater Manchester, Surrey. Zena's gone for multi-purchases and 4. Zena's coming up later on tonight. She very kindly swapped with me so I can go and manage to hopefully get home and see my mum just before her birthday finishes. Zena and Nikki's on tonight. Oh, lovely. The pair of them, Zena and Nikki, will be on with you tonight for tonight's show. What a way to take you into the new year. Well, not new year, into Christmas. Oops. I love that. Silver Me Timbers. That's a good name, isn't it? Well, it's befitting for today because we're having a little bit of a beach party. Wish we'd got some sand. Now, oh, you quite liked these, Laura, earlier.
I did like them, they're lovely.
They match my hat.
They match my outfit.
They do.
They just match me, don't they?
They match you and they match Phil. And they match Wes's jacket. And his shoes. And his trousers. Oh, wow. I mean, I remember Wes used to have a different hat every single day on the late shift. And now I haven't seen him in a hat for ages. And today he's got a hat on. It's like the old days. Loving it. Remember we used to, if you were on the late show, you remember we used to play guess the colour of Wes's hat and whether it was new or not. He has so many hats. Amaze me. Is this a new one, Wes?
Yeah, quite new.
It is quite new. See? So many hats. Right, I've got Lapis Lazuli, Sodalite, Neon Apatite, Sky Blue Apatite and Eyelet, and all of them are natural. Wow. Quite often you struggle to get natural Lapis Lazuli and natural Neon Apatite. They're 2 of the harder natural gems to get out of this combination of 5. 130 carats in the Sky Blue Apatite, 150 carats in the Neon Apatite, you've got 155 in the Iolite, 230 in the Sodalite, and 270 carats in the Lapis Lazuli. So in total, you've got way over 500, 600 carats. You've got, gosh, just shy of 1,000 carats there for £14 and 75 pence. Oh, that's not a finished price because we like to end in 95 pence. What's this called? Maelstrom. When you get a whirlpool in the sea, I've just learned something today. Every day is a school day. Maelstrom, I didn't know that. Wow. 5 strands. Each one is what? Minimum 82 centimetres. They go all the way up to 85 centimetres for the Neon Apatite. Oh, sorry, for the Iolite. Should I go through each one so you know which is which? This is your Sodalite. This one is your Iolite. Gosh, that's really dark, isn't it? Really dark. Your Sky Blue Apatite, I would just call that natural apatite. That's what I kind of tend to look for in apatite. This is your Neon Apatite. All of these are natural. Can't get over how dark that Iolite is. That's gorgeous. No wonder a lot of people call it the water sapphire. And then you've got in there your £6.95 for all of them, finishing off with the last strand, which is Lapis Lazuli. Lapis Lazuli are a little bit bigger. They go up to 9x2mm in your nuggets. The Neon Apatite is the more neon of the 2 apatites. These ones have got great clarity to them compared to the other 3, so that's another way of telling the difference. Iolite is the darkest and so reminiscent to your sapphire in its colour. As I say, a lot of people call it the water sapphire. Beautiful ion coming from the violet flower for lovely purples, and it's a great pleochroic gemstone. A lot of people used to confuse it with Tanzanite as well. It's a great gem in its own right. And then you've got their lovely Sodalite. Hold on a minute. Yeah, that's right. Sorry, I thought I'd done that the wrong way round. Gorgeous. Mandy's there, Belinda's multi-purchase out in Vaucluse. Oh, we had to go to Vaucluse, guys. Just because Belinda's joined us. Carol's in Lancashire, out in Louisiana, you're with us as well, out in Blanogwent. I like when people come in from Blanogwent because I like to be able to try and see it. Blano Gwent. I think it sounds quite fun. Thanks, Graham. Hertfordshire, Canalton. Great to see so many of you in. Thank you so much for joining us. Cassandra, I love the name Cassandra. Lovely, lovely treat for £6.95. John's in Surrey, Greater London, Staffordshire, Nottinghamshire in as well. Hazel's gone for 2 in Tiny Weir. Thank you so much for joining us. It's so good to see you. Wonderful. Treat yourself as and when you can. Right, what can I do for you? Oh, really? Oh, I love this. I really, really love this, and I've had it once before. I can't believe I've got any left. I've got a duo, sorry? For both of them. Tiger's Eye as the back of both of them. Holy Mother of Pearl. Oh, it's like they don't like each other. Hold on. There we go. That's a bit better. Thought they'd fallen out there. It's all right. They're friends again. Mother of Pearl for both. And it's black mother of pearl on one. And can you see that that graduate is totally natural, that graduation? How magnificent. So this is your black mother of pearl on this one. And the oval here is a 40 by 30 millimeter. You've then got your mother of pearl 20. Oh no, I tell a fib. This is the black. You can see it graduates from the black, but this one's quite dark as well. It's a darker mother of pearl, but they've just called this one mother of pearl. 25 by 80 mil for this one, forgive me. 40 by 30 mil for the larger one. The backings of the Tiger's Eye, 35 by 25 mil for this one. Oh, they're incredible. Even the back looks good. Does look like liquid caramel, doesn't it? And a lovely chocolate log. Not hungry at all. It is all about food, isn't it? It's always worrying. For both of them. I probably could link anything to food, yes. Either food or St Mirren, one of the two. £9.95 for both of them. That was a good distraction, Phil. Did you let me distract myself? I think that's what happened. £9.95 for the two. I think they're gorgeous. I love them. A big, wonderful mother of pearl. Look at that. What a statement. Oh, would that look nice on a choker? Oh, with Laura, could you do this? Strands of pearls, 3 strands of pearls or shell pearl from it, and then this in the middle.
Yeah, so you could kind of do a setting where it has connectors, so you can sort of cage it but have connect inside, so that you would then be able to connect the layers of the pearl to the side, so it would just be in the middle but it'd still have that statement. I love that idea, and the back's big enough to create the space and to pop your spaces to create your connect your connectors. Gosh, that's easy for me to say. And at £9.95, I love them. I can't get over the detail of them. They're hand-cut. I mean, how did they do the little curls? How cute are they? And all the pearls that she's wearing. I've just decided she's wearing pearls. Hand carving is the ultimate when it comes to your gemstone lapidary. They start off 3 years you tend to train, and then you're able to polish. Then you become of a standard to start to facet. Then you start to be able to facet different styles of stones, and then you are able to facet to the highest caliber of any particular gemstone from any particular location, and then you go on to carving, and then you go on to figurines. That's the highest caliber of a lapidarist, but yet we don't seem to be covering that in the price point at £9.95. But hey, that's not for us to worry about. Imagine that in a bracelet or a brooch. Oh my gosh, that can be a beautiful brooch on top of a scarf. There are lovely Claire's in the gallery, and she was thinking of a scarf with great minds, Claire. Loving it. Or even on a hat. Maybe not this style of hat, but I've got a nice black floppy hat. It'd be nice there, wouldn't it?
Where would you put it on the front?
Kind of if you
on the
put it to the side, wouldn't you? And you could really put some sort of feathers and sort of really put some nice antique bronze and copper wire, really sort of vintage it up a little bit.
Oh, and if you think about the amount of hats that are out at the moment in those stores, you get the hat, but everybody, I walked into a hat, no I didn't walk into a hat, walked into the shop wearing the hat that I got from that shop, and I was thinking, oh no, but I've got the hat, I bought it before I came. And I was thinking, well, they'll know in security, because this is what I think about, this is how sad I am. As I'm walking through the shop, I think, well, they saw me in security walking in with the hat, so they'll know it's my hat. But I thought, that's, at least if I dressed it up a little bit, did something personalising it, I wouldn't have the same hat as anyone else.
No.
Rose quartz wants the gemstone 2016 by Pantone's definition. Rose quartz. It's the first, oh gosh, it's the first year they've ever done 2 gemstones, or 2 colours, should I say, and it's baby blue and baby pink. But rose quartz is the ultimate gem. And you were talking about this earlier, Laura, and I loved your point. I hope you don't mind me, there's so many here, sorry. I hope you don't mind me commenting, but you were saying it was the gemstone that fits any skin tone.
Yeah, definitely, because it's that soft neutral shade. It's almost like a nude colour, but with that warmth to it.
Yes, I agree. I'm slightly biased towards rose quartz, which is why I'm really excited that other people have the same love for this gemstone as I do. 190 carats per strand. We have 5 strands, and each strand is 82 centimetres in length. We're not doing that low, are we? I've got a limited edition of these. There are only 24 in stock, so we're going to go down to £6.95 for 5. So if you weren't sure what to do, these look lovely. I remember a lovely lady called Louise Jacobson made me a ring for my birthday when we first started in Jewellery Maker, and she used rose quartz nuggets, peridot nuggets, and baby pink wire, and it is beautiful. Still have it to this day, and it was it's a rose quartz nugget, and it was just beautiful. And it was March time she gave it to me, because that's when my birthday is, and it was lovely for the sort of springtime to have the peridots and to have this. And I wouldn't really have ever thought of peridot and rose quartz together until I'd seen that combination from Louise, and I think it's lovely. These are this is sort of an idea of how it looks. It's really nice for springtime. Yeah, you thinking of spring? Nothing like being ahead of yourself.
Yeah, they go lovely with that amethyst as well. It's just one of those gemstones that are going to go beautiful. I mean, as a trio, that's a beautiful combination for all 3 of them. But then again, if you threw that black spinel in, you've got a really beautiful bundle.
Yes.
Like they'd also go with the blue bundle that you did, the Maelstrom.
Oh yes.
We'll go with those, or the Laramite. It's one of those that will go with so much.
I agree. There's not one gemstone I don't think rose quartz would go with. For me, it goes with everything. I love that with the amethyst, like you said. I haven't told you this, and Claire's on direction, she might not know this either, and she might get quite excited. Red spinel! Lush, isn't it? Red spinel, it's delicious. Really good. Claire says that's really nice. 4:30. Deal of the day. Oh, I chose that, didn't I? I chose it as your deal of the day. I hope you don't mind. Lots and lots of treats. I've got Premier quartz coming up. We're going to do something naughty on that, plus the peridot and lots more. Laura's got another kit as well as the challenge she's working on. Please don't go anywhere. We'll see you on the other side of a very, very short break.
Count me in, Clive. Count me.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, hi guys, this is the morning crew. Just wishing you a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Remember, take care of your Ralph.
Merry Christmas!
If you have a question or a query for Jewellery Maker, then you can contact our call centre on 0800 644 655 and press option 2. Or alternatively, you can email help@jewellerymaker.com. Join presenter Becky and guest designer Mark Smith on December 31st for the JM Awards Show. We'll be announcing the results from the Facebook polls, selecting winners from the viewers' categories and giving out prizes. Make sure you join us to celebrate Jewellery Maker 2015. Get creative with Mark Smith with his Craft Fair DVD. Mark guides you through 6 sections of fascinating techniques that sell the best on his very own successful craft fairs. He concludes this DVD by sharing his own tips and hints that make his own stalls very popular. To get your hands on a copy of this fantastic DVD, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655. Get creative with Jewellery Maker. The Jewellery Maker Wall of Fame is where you get to showcase your skills as a jewellery designer. Each week, one lucky entrant will win £100 credited to their account, and the runner-up receives £50. If you want to enter your design, just send a photo to studio@jewellerymaker.com, or you can post your photos to Jewellery Maker, Ivy House, Henley Road, Outhill, Studley, B807DU. Get making and good luck. There are 4 easy ways to stay in touch with Jewellery Maker. You can like our Facebook page and join a community of over 54,000 people. You can follow us on Twitter and tweet us your messages and opinions, send photos of your designs and enter our Wall of Fame competition. Or if you need any help or advice, you can email our friendly help team. Make sure to get involved and stay up to date with Jewellery Maker.
To wish you a very, very happy Christmas. Eat, drink and be merry, and wishing you a very, very happy New Year as well.
We are live every day from 8 AM to 9 PM. So come and join in and get creating with Jewellery Maker.
Larimar is the bluish variety of apectolite and is only found in the Dominican Republic. It's quite a recent discovery, being rediscovered by Miguel Mendez in the 1970s. He in fact named this stone for his daughter Larissa and ended the word with the Spanish for sea, mar, giving us the word Larimar.
Merry Christmas to everybody, have a great time and have a Happy New Year.
Hey, how are you doing? If you've just tuned in, it is, well, actually in some parts of the world, is it Christmas already? In Australia, are we in Christmas? I think we might be. Should I be saying Merry Christmas? I can't get ready for Christmas yet. I still have to say Happy Birthday to my mum. I'm going to pretend I didn't notice that, but I totally did. It was a beach ball. If you just tuned in, we are doing some beach ball fun. We are doing a little bit of a Christmas celebration, Christmas Eve, festive beach day, because, well, basically producer Phil wanted to wear his Hawaiian shirt, and that's really all it was about it, so we all thought we'd join in. If you keep counting the beach balls, then you can be in with a chance of winning some Laura Bindings jewellery. We're doing a competition where all you have to simply do is count the beach balls throughout the show. If you haven't watched us from 1 PM, then you might have missed quite a few beach balls. You can always guess. If in doubt, give us a wee guess. It's less than 20. Oh, so far. Ben wants to give you a wee hint, so if you want to start guessing, that might be an idea. We will announce the winner at 10 to 5 PM tonight. The prize might take a wee bit longer to get out than usual because Wendy Boo's on holiday, so she can't send it. But as soon as she's back, it will get sent out to you, and it will be Laura Bindings' choice of jewellery that you get. And at 4:30, we will like everybody to either JewelleryMaker.com messages or alternatively 60777 James Studio at the start of your text. If you want to get in contact with us anyway throughout the show, please do. Laura Bindings is my guest designer. If you haven't watched us before, regular viewers, you probably tuned in just to see her, so hopefully you're enjoying yourself. This is where we get to see Laura's second kit of the show. So we get 2 kits in this show. We've seen the first one. If you've missed it already, don't worry, you can always look back on YouTube. But there is a little space available. Phil's just let me know. Phil's your producer. I've got Emma, who, in fact, no, I've not got Emma. I've got Laura in the, I don't know why I call Emma every night Lauren, and I call you Emma. When I meet people on similar days, I always get the names confused all the time. It's like Ryan and who's the other gentleman? I don't see now. I've forgotten his name because I call him Ryan. Ryan and Michael. I always call them the same. I always get their names wrong. And it wasn't until Ryan one day went, Ali, I'm Ryan. Like, you've been my producer for ages. Why didn't you tell me? Directing you? I was like, well, I don't know. I didn't realise you were talking.
I don't think it looks like a Ryan now because I think Jenny called him Josh. Was that
really?
Ryan? And then she just called him Ryan Josh for ages because he doesn't look like a Ryan. He looked like a Josh as far as she was concerned.
No, I thought he looked like a Michael. So. Right, this kit is fan-dabby-dozy, as the crankies would say. Oh, I wonder if they're doing Panto this year. Anyway, back to more important things. KMGC67 is the code. We've got embellished wire with Laura binding. Now, you're getting the braided artistic wire. It is beautiful, really, really pretty colour. It's almost like a sort of soft pink rose gold colour.
Yeah, it is. It's got a lot of pink hues in it, but very soft. Almost like the kind of Morganite kind of pink.
Yes. Absolutely. So you've got two different gauges, 10 gauge and 14 gauge, which works out as a 2.5 foot in each one, 2.6 mil gauge and a 1.6 mil gauge. Sorry, 5 foot in the 1.6 mil gauge, just in case you wanted to be a bit extra. So both of those, as well as 3 strands of divine pearls. The first strand makes me think of mermaids and Jenny Cleary at the same time.
Yep. Very mermaidial.
Mermaidial. I know, I love that word. So you have your peacock pearls, your freshwater pearls in your white, and then they're all freshwater culture pearls, sorry, and then your peach. Totally natural for your white. Now they are all, oh, it doesn't say, but they are all Baroque. Oh, it says on them all but the peach. So they're flat on one side and shaped on the other. Of course, Laura's going to be able to talk to us about how they were to work with, but I'll quickly get an idea of your price point on I imagine. Phil's thinking of that, yeah? Let's do it. Should be, oh. It's lower than I thought. £31.75, but let's go even lower because it's a bundle and we can put it together and we can go even lower in a bundle. Now, you might need to add things to it. I know Laura was able to add whatever you fancied because it is just too, well, not to say just, but you might want to bind it with other wires.
Yeah, just so that I could, I just put a little bit of 0.4 wire with it, just a tiny bit, and a couple of cut findings. That was all. It wasn't loads.
£21.95. It's not even £10 a strand of pearls, and then the wire's not even counted if you're looking at it that way. Or if you, I mean, that's what? £9.95 for one pearl strand. The natural white pearls, you might pay a bit more, so £11.95. And then the rest, another strand of peach and 2 reels of wire are free, essentially. However you wish to look on it, I would look on it, obviously, depending on what you want. I quite like the artistic wire. I haven't had the chance to use it much. I love the colour of it, so I'd probably go for those, and then the pearls are bonus. However you wish. Wait until you see what Laura has made. The bangle is what we're making, Ben. Ben's just gone, look at the bangle, look at the bangle. This is what we're going to make. Oh, Ben! All I've got in the gallery is Ben going, ooh.
Aren't I clever making that kind of bangle?
Yeah.
With all those colours.
How did you do that, Laura? How did you get all those wonderful colours from that? It is an amazing bangle, though. He was really excited about your bangle and then got extra excited because he thought he could put a beach ball there. Right, we are counting the beach balls. Hopefully you are. If not, just guess. 4:30. It's always worth a guess if you can get a piece of Laura Bindings jewellery. If you guess right, you never know. It's only going to be for one person, though, so Phil will work out randomly, I imagine, from all the correct answers. He'll do it from all the correct answers, obviously, and he'll do it randomly. So many treats in this particular kit. I love it. I particularly love the bangle. I'm a little bit, of course, biased towards that, but that scalloped necklace, is that how you would describe it?
Yeah, I used the wire very much like it was memory wire.
Yes.
And you can mimic that, but it's obviously a bit more malleable because it's very soft. And I was thinking, you know, if you've got a lovely sort of black dress, you could just almost have it so it looks like it's part of the dress.
Yes, like it's a
it's like a bib kind of design. Yes. Yeah, so if you had like a high neck dress, you could have that on. It would look like part of the design of the dress.
That's gorgeous. Or even like a high neck top as well.
Yeah, I mean, obviously I've gone quite gem heavy as well, so you know I could have not had so many gems in the necklace and then maybe had more in the scallops, but I wanted to just kind of, I like the way it kind of cascades down.
I do too. I think it's gorgeous. It makes me think, it reminds me of monofilament when things sort of seem to float as well, that lovely floating idea. I think they're gorgeous. I really, really do. And this one as well. If I turn the earring, you've got the earrings, you've got the necklace, and this wire. How easy is it to do those wraps that you've done there, sort of those loops? Is that something quite skilled? You need to be quite a skilled jewellery maker to do.
No,
really?
So easy. I mean, it's such a soft wire to use. It's just lovely. It's very easy to use. So I'll let you have a go. You'll see what I mean. I meant that. You know, I would see you like, what do you mean?
Oh, really? Well, I'm thinking even me.
Yeah. Gosh, it's so easy to use.
If the Defoe can do it, anybody can do it. It's quite simple. No, what I heard from my producer was you're going to reduce the price of the kit.
Wow.
Is this a joke? That doesn't even cover the price of the pearls in my mind. £17.95.
No, and the beautiful pearls, and the white ones are
totally
really
natural,
but they're very substantial in their size, and they're very organic looking as well. So they can create a very, very sort of like a nice organic looking piece. It's very natural looking.
And with them being Baroque, does that make it easier for your designs or not so easy?
Well, yeah, because they lay flat on some sides, so you can have it so that when you are filling out like the bracelet, it's going to go flush against your wrist along with the rest of the design. So yeah, I mean, it's just, and again, it's beautiful. Each one is different, so you can use them on your own. You don't have to put, you could do a very classic piece of jewellery and just restrand it.
Yes.
You know, and that's why I've got sections where I have just restranded it, just so you can see them all together and how actually, do you know what, I would just keep that really simple and then maybe use the wire in a separate project. You know, you can do whatever you want.
Yeah, because you don't have to use it together. You could just take advantage of the brilliant price. It's completely up to you. It's your discretion what you decide to do with it. But for the 3 strands of pearls and for the 2 reels of wire, there's no dispute here. At £17.95, we'd be struggling just to get you the pearls for that. We'd be struggling to get the wire and the pearls. I don't know how Phil's done it, but I'm not going to complain. He's in his holiday beach mood, so I'm gonna let him enjoy that. Have you seen him in the gallery? Yeah, he's got a hat on, he's got his garland on, he's lent me this one. He's really, really, really beachy. Yeah, he's having a great time. So, Laura, there he is. I thought he was coming. There he is. There's a very... Wait, oh, come on, Phil. A little bit more oomph. A little bit more oomph. There! You look like you're on a cruise, waving to another boat passing. That's perfect. That's the kind of wave I wanted. Hello. In fact, in saying that, Phil did used to work in a cruise ship. You're right. Need some water.
No, I'm all right.
Right, because I do have my coconut cup of water.
Yeah, I've got a supply down here.
Awesome, awesome. I love it. Her little elves come in just to make sure you know, right? Isn't she a superstar? There she is. Hello.
Oh, she's hidden. You didn't come in, I didn't see you.
There she is.
There I am.
Yes.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, thank you. Would you be able to get some water in a cup?
Yes, of course you can. She's off to make a drink. Love her. Right, sorry.
Okay, sorry. Right, so...
Let's get started. We're going to get to make the bracelet.
Yeah.
Oops, nearly dropped my coconut cup over.
So it's really easy to do. It's so easy to do. And I kind of was going for like a yin-yang kind of look.
Yes.
With that. Just because you had that contrast of colours, really.
Your hat coming off.
Yeah, my hat was sliding down. I was like...
Oh, no. Look how I used to look in the swimming pool when I used to burn my nose and I used to wear a hat in the swimming pool because I burnt my head.
Burnt my eyelids once.
Oh, no.
That was not fun.
No, I can't imagine that would be fun.
No, wasn't nice. Look, not to do that again.
Is that why you've got your happy glasses now?
My happy glasses, they had to
sure
be involved.
You're too cute. All you need is some binoculars and a camera and you're set.
It's just making me think there's a film in it. Is it What About Bob? Have you ever seen that?
I think so.
There's like Bill Murray. It's very old. It's quite an old film. And he's just like, the guy was walking around with his hat and his sunglasses on. Just makes me think of that. Sorry.
Need to see this one now just so I can see get the image in my head.
Okay, so yeah, you get quite a lot of this when you sort of stretch it out. And it's got a nice... The reason I chose to do the bangle, in fact, it was the first thing I made.
Was it?
Actually, no, I made the shape... That's a big fat lie.
That's the first thing I made, was it? No.
No.
No,
it was the first piece. I did make it completed. I started off making the neck piece there, and then I got bored of filling in. I got a bit bored of filling in the sides. I get bored of doing the same thing a lot, so I tend to put the piece down. Oh, wrong way. Did that really just happen? Anyway.
That's the biggest beach ball I've ever seen in my life. Okay, she said not to make her laugh.
I said don't make me laugh.
All right.
Yeah.
I love this. Let's be serious now. Okay, because you put a big beach ball in and expect us to be serious. Okay. Don't reference the beach ball.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that big thing that knocked us off the telly. Okay.
Okay, so basically, yeah, and this is a little tip, to be honest with you. If you're doing something, I don't like doing repetitive pieces. That's why I don't tend to do like macrame or anything very often, because I get a little bit distracted, you know. So I put it down and then I move on to something else. Which was that, and then I go back to finish the piece I initially started. That's basically.
No, actually, I do that with jobs in the house. I start doing something. If I think oh, this is taking too long, I'll find something that's a quicker job, and I'll go and do that.
And then I come back. Yeah, you just need a break.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean.
So yes, that is what I did. So that was my first completed piece. So I like the fact that the bracelet is the wire itself is almost like a bangle, naturally shaped.
Yes, it's lovely and curved. Oh, it's gorgeous. Sorry, I've got the scrawniest little wrists, but that's beautiful.
And it holds the shape as well. It holds the shape really easily. So what I'm going to do is, so in that side I'm thinking, well, that's fine. That's going to be the first half of the piece. You can see it does quite nice on, doesn't it?
It's beautiful.
It's comfortable.
It's gorgeous. I love it. I really love it.
Okay. So I can see here that I've got the shape of the, should fit you actually, it's quite little.
Might have just said dips. A little bit.
Now I can't, see I've seen my white pearls have kind of fallen out, so I'm going to just do this in the coffee.
Oh, do you want these ones?
Yeah, I'll put them back in.
Yeah, we can substitute them once you've...
So basically what I've got is, I'm keeping that first natural shape of the wire, and that's going to be the first side of the bracelet.
Okay.
Now you can measure it if you want. I tend to go a lot by eye, but you can think, okay. And what I want to do is kind of create like a curve. And this is how easy it is to actually use. You can see it's just using your hands to manipulate that curve.
It's almost like a paisley pattern shape you're starting to make,
and it's just in my hands. I haven't used any kind of tools or anything like that.
Or chicken dippers. or chicken dippers.
And you can see how just using my hand, I'll just move this out of the way. You can see how just using my hand, I can open that out a little bit if I want to. I can play it, and I'm only using my hands. I'm not using my tools or anything like that. And then, again, still working from the longer piece of my wire, because, you know, you don't really want to just start guessing with this wire. No, you don't want to waste it.
You want to get it right.
Yeah. So,
I agree.
And then I'm just going to form that wire to go around like that. So you can see it's almost like an S. So it is shaping to be an S. So then you can do that. And then you can just shape that focal centre part there. And you can really sort of play about with that.
And do you think if somebody's not as artistic as you, you could just draw out that yin-yang symbol, or just draw out the symbol you want and then kind of follow it round?
Yeah, you certainly can, because if you're thinking of, if you drew something with a pen, and that way you've got to keep it continuous and you can't take your pen off,
the paper
then
and
you can
start
mirror
again.
it. Yeah, because I did want to keep it continuous. So when you break it down, it is literally just like this. But because it is holding its shape, I'm able to just use my hand and get it to go in that shape. And it was only by playing about, and again it goes back to what I was saying initially with the first kit, play about with the wire, have a little feel, see what shapes you can create, and like you say, maybe get a pen and paper, just draw some different shapes out.
Yeah.
And get an idea, but if you keep your pen on the paper, then you know if that design is achievable without having to cut it. Yeah. Because obviously if you cut this, it has got, because it is kind of like lots of wires twisted together, so you do have the ends.
Yes.
So to get it more continuous, it on one piece is better.
Right, okay.
Okay,
perfect. So
then what I would do is measure however long the wire is there and then mirror it again on this side. Okay.
And your Beadalon flush cutters work well with that.
Yeah, they do. And also the shears, the tin shears are good for this as well. So if you've got those, they work brilliantly as well. So again, because I did do that sort of the circular piece first, I'd actually create on that first necklace. I had actually created that, so I think I created this bracelet pretty much out of the excess. And then what I had left, I made the ring out of. So
there was no waste?
There was no waste. So there's basically this whole, that one piece there made 3 pieces of jewellery. So it's quite, you know, it goes quite a way. So, and you can hammer it as well, which is what I've done on the loops. I formed the loops and I hammered them slightly just to flatten it a little bit.
So you can still hammer it even though it's lots of twisted wires?
Yeah, because it's all kind of set really. Okay, so there's your shape like that. Now, when you get the findings kits, I don't know if you're anything like me, but basically what I tend to do is I always use the extenders and then I always take off the little ribbon clamps.
Oh yes,
I always do.
Ribbon ends.
Yeah, the ribbon ends.
Those ones. Have you got some or do you want some?
No, I've got some in here.
Fabulous.
I'll probably find those probably find those white.
Might be some in here. Yeah, I've got some wire actually. Why don't we do that? Here's some. Oh, these are all head pins. No point in me helping you with that. It's a head pin bag. So just while we're grabbing hold of those, and we've got them already, some copper coloured wire, 1mm gauge and 100 metres, gold dust. Very similar, yes. £27.95 for 100 metres. It's quite a heavy reel. It will not change post and packaging or shipping and handling. But hold on, wait a minute. I'm feeling a little bit beachy. Oh, it's made me think of the Beach Boys.
But nobody can see what you're doing.
I know, but I was doing it for you.
Oh. I'm going to see which way is it going to go.
Don't know. Want it to go whatever way Laura's pushing it. Laura, you push it and Ben will adhere.
I've got to see.
Oh, we can push it back.
So, go.
Oh, I thought I was going to bounce in.
We're such children.
I'm too excited.
They're never going to give me a competition again, ever, are they? Not with any kind of.
They're never going to give me a kit again. I was like, oh, £19.95. Oh gosh, that's from £27.95.
Wow.
That's how you distract the guest design and the presenters. Throw beach balls in there and we just play with it and then you drop the price. Lovely done. Yeah. Loving your work. If you're just tuning in thinking, why on earth is there a beach ball bouncing about? Well, just because Ben's having some fun, really, on the directing table, but also to do with the fact, and we're running a competition from 1 p.m. till 5 p.m. Well, in fact, I say 4:30. You have to get your entries in. Just let us know how many beach balls you see. The first hour, there was less than 20, to give you a hint if you missed the first hour. If you don't know, and if you've had to nip out or you've just joined us, always guess. Send your guesses in by 4:30 today. There's no point in sending them in now because it's only 3:20, so there'll probably be quite a few more. I think Ben's having quite a lot of fun. So I would imagine there'll be more beach balls bouncing about and, well, more rolling, really, or floating. £19.95 for this. Treat yourself when you fancy, and yeah, if you drop us a message by 4:30, I'll remind you as well, and Laura Binding will select a piece of jewellery for one of the winners, and it will be simply from who guesses right, really. And Phil will choose at random. Phil's my producer. Easy peasy. Sorry, I needed to cough through it that whole entire sentence. Laura, I'll let you take it away. Yeah, I'm going to cough.
Okay, so, as I was saying, when you get the extenders, I often remove these little ribbon clasps because I don't tend to use them. I tend to then use the jump ring, attach it to chain or whatever.
Right.
But for this, these little end findings are ideal because they go straight over the end of the wires. And then you can just crimp them over. So I'll show that in a moment. So again, what I would do is set this first, and then I'll know, because I can see straight away that one side is longer than the other. So this is where you can measure it out to make sure it's going to fit to size. I won't use those because I'll just do one side, and I can't find mine. I don't want to cut those ones up.
Okay, no worries.
So I've got my 0.4 wire in copper. You could use copper or the gold, because the new gold that we've got is a very soft.
Champagne almost gold, isn't it?
So
it's not too yellowy.
No, so you know, either colour would go, and you just want to cut. Probably just take about a metre wire. Now, when you are, because of the way that this wire is kind of braided and twisted. When you add any 0.4, it's just going to instantly grip to it.
Okay.
So, you know, there's a lot of time when we attach wire, you've got a bit of movement, you can scoot the wire down or something like that.
Yes.
With this, you pretty much can't, so you put it exactly where you want it to go.
So take your time before you start connecting to make sure you've got it where you want.
And don't want to start wrapping down here thinking, well, that's right, because I can just blend it in, because you won't, it'll be visible.
No blending is going to be working.
Yeah, so you just want to get it nice and close to that first sort of bend here. And then fold it up. Okay, so that's just keeping that together. Now what I did with the tail that I had here, and this is optional, now try to go with the curve of your wire. So my wire is naturally curving in that direction, so I need to make this the front of my piece rather than that.
Okay, perfect.
So, because it makes no difference to the design.
Right.
There's no difference looking at it, so, you know, make sure that you go with the curve of the wire.
Definitely. Sounds good. Just quickly, we've had Patricia taking the time to drop us a wee message. Thank you. I believe you're out in Hertfordshire. You've asked, well, you've sent us a lovely message, but I can't see it all, but mine's not refreshed. I've still got Catherine's message, which is lovely. It'll come up on my screen, but I think from Phil, you're asking what's in the kit, but I'll read your message properly in just a wee second. But just to show you, you've got your 2 different gauges of wire, 10 metre gauge and 14 millimetre gauge. The 10 metre gauge is also known as a 2.6 millimetre artistic braid wire we've got, and 1.6 millimetre is your 14 gauge. You're getting 2.5 metres of the 2.6 millimetre gauge, and you are getting 5 metres of the 1.25 millimetre gauge. And your message has said, hi ladies, I've just tuned in and the description of what is in the kit isn't showing. Sorry about that. Could you tell me what is in it, please? Many thanks, from Trish. No bother. There you go. And 3 strands of pearls. Peacock pearls, Baroque. Totally natural white pearls, Baroque. And your peach pearls in there as well. So all 3 strands. And another message coming through saying, lol, just tuned in after finishing Crimbo shopping. Lol, you pair look like Kevin and Penny going large. And I think that. Lol, Merry Christmas, lovely. I like that. That totally. Give us is there a phrase from the film we could say to make it even more real? I don't know.
Oh, do you know I went to the cinema to see that film?
Did you?
Yeah. I went on a date. It was a bad date.
Oh.
It was a long time ago.
Was it with, I'm not asking that, Ben. You asked if it was with Tony.
No, it wasn't.
No, it's not going to be with her husband. She's not going to say it was bad.
No, I was probably about 16, 17. Yeah, long time ago.
I went on a date when I was oh no, I wasn't that age. I must have been about 14. And we went to see Flubber. Yeah, I was really excited, and then we got a bit bored because the film finished early and we were both getting picked up, so we walked round to the pet shop. There was a shop that had a pet department in it, and we walked through and he named a rabbit after me, which is a bit weird. I know, but I've got quite big front teeth and I thought, yeah. I used to have, before I had my brace, they were really great. Noticeable.
You say kind of, I had a brace, sort of buck teeth.
Straightened it out. Yeah.
I had that. Yeah. Anyway, moving on. So I've just attached that. And what I've done is I've left myself a tail, and that tail I will be able to add my stone on at the very end. If you want to, you don't have to. Okay. The good thing also is when you cut this, you can just easily crimp that wire, and it does just disappear into the wire. Just make sure that you cut to the top every time. Okay. So what you can do is really play about and make sure that these are equal as you want them to be, and obviously that you've got a gap wide enough to actually be able to stitch your stone into, because otherwise you're going to be raising it. If it's sitting on both those wires, it's going to become raised. You want to kind of get it into the gap.
Okay.
Oops, that one didn't want to be involved.
Oh, it did. I just wanted to be a bit more involved. I wanted to do a TV job. If only we had a sticky mat.
So, and then you're just going to pop one in, and then just put the wire there, wrap it around, and then you can bring it back into the centre, and then you're just going to almost, basically it's just stitching and sewing these in. And you can do them all individually around the edge if you want to, or if you want to sort of put a couple on. You know, if you had the beads in the first kit, you had those like 500 little seed beads, they'd go lovely sort of interspaced in this. But you can manipulate it. That's why I'd say a 0.4, not a 0.25. Right. Because I'm able to sort of get these to sit how I want them to sit. So these ones have gone like that.
Brilliant.
Over to the other side and stitch it in. Oops.
Now, for anyone who's not purchased some pearls, I've got some lovely white pearls which are like little buttons. They're really, really pretty. Wait to see these. Really fancy these. What do you think? I've got a lot of love for these. They are cultured pearl rondelles, but one side seems to be a little bit more flatter than the others. They almost look like little buttons. They're beautiful. They're really, really popular. When I brought them in this size, I brought them in a slightly bigger size. I don't know if I brought this strand before, but one a little bit bigger. And boy, oh boy, were they popular. PO, forgive me, 87. It tends to be 2 numbers at the end after 4 letters on our codes. Don't worry if you don't know what that means, if you don't remember. It's the only pearls I've got single strand just now. 0800 644 655. You can join us free on the UK landlines and many mobile providers too. I know O2 and EE are definitely free from 0800 numbers. If you know another one that's free, do let me know. Or JewelleryMaker.com, easy peasy on the web, or you can join us on the app, or you can join us, maybe you've got a smart television and you've got the app on there. Something fabulous. No, we're not. £22.95 is what I thought. Martha was in the gallery there. That didn't last very long. Did you do that on purpose to get Martha out the gallery? Just so she would say, oh, I can't believe it, and leave. £6.95.
Amazing.
Amazing. Martha just popped her head in and said, amazing. I know, right? £9.95. Do you know, to be fair, I have to be honest, I don't think, no disrespect, Phil, but I don't think you're thinking too much about price today. I think you're more thinking about beach balls and how hot you can make the studio. It's not true. Really, you deny it. Don't believe me. Oh. Yes, oh. I love this. This is someone from Scotland. Your pearls are mega lush. I got these last month. Stunning. With a kiss. Thank you so much. Totally agree with you there. Your pearls are stunning. Well, I love your comment. I think they look fabulous and I completely agree. Thank you so much for taking the time to get involved. Thank you for dropping us a wee message. £9.95. A lot of binding is binding. What are you binding?
Well, I'm just kind of sewing in. I mean, this one's been done a bit larger. It's probably a bit too large for a bracelet, but you can just get the idea. So and what you're doing is just stitching it in. And, you know, I've gotten to a point here where on this one here, I had to bring it right across over again. And now I'm bringing it here, and I might want to just, I can go in between the gaps. You know, you just want to fill.
Mind the gap.
Fill that in, and you can hook that on the previous wire.
Sorry. You know when you get to go on the tube and they always go, mind the gap. So when anyone says gap, I always think it in my head, and usually I can hold it in, but there I just couldn't, sorry. Sorry. Mind the gap. Apparently the person who says that gets paid quite a lot of money. Mind the gap.
Okay, so you can see, and as I got to that section there, I just literally stitched them both together. Right. And then picked the pattern back up. So that sealed that sort of section there, and then, you know, you would just keep doing that. Now what you do want to do when you do the second side is you want to actually mirror the way that you've stitched it. So whichever way you've kind of stitched that, you want to stitch on this side.
Right.
Does that make sense? So you know, if I've stitched it one there and then those two across and those two across and then like that, I'm going to mirror it on that side so you get that symmetry. And again, I could attach another piece to do that one side. Even though I've bound it together, I can still attach a new piece.
Right.
That's then going to give you a little tail. If you wanted to, you don't have to. I just thought I'll put one on either side. And again, I just wanted to kind of cover the mechanics a tiny bit. And then just put that on and just wrap that around. And then you would just cut it nice and close to the... Oops.
Thinking, what did you cut?
That's exactly what I was thinking. I thought it definitely cut
the
there.
pearl tipping off there.
Anyway, right. So, and then I would just take my pliers and I would just gently crimp that to make sure there's no sharp edges. And then when you've done all of that, then that's when you can sort of make sure you can measure it, see how it's looking size-wise. Adjust these if you need to, but you want them to be either the same length. We want them to be the same length, so you can just cut that so they're the same size. you can put glue on if you want to.
Okay.
But what I'm doing is making sure that the front of this is going to be on the side that's going to be visible.
Right, so
and
make sure before you start closing it and getting too excited that you're nearly done.
So you don't want to put it on like that, because then you're going to see the seam of the clasp. You want to be able to put it on like that.
Towards the inside.
Yeah, and then I found the best way was to take my flat nose pliers and just, this is not going to be easy, just kind of flat on one side, and then just take the other side and just flatten that as well. And kind of almost rocking it, rocking and rolling, and rolling it. So, and then really just...
And rocking it.
And rocking and rolling it. So that it's really nice and secure. But again, if you wanted to pop a bit of glue on, then you can. And then you repeat that on both sides. And I left the jump rings on, but I just put the S-clasp on. You could put an extender if you felt it was a bit small. But I think this is one that kind of doesn't need to be adjusted. It's going to fit to size.
Yeah, it's lovely to have that that simple size to a one-off sort of bespoke bracelet.
Yeah, and again, you can still, even now, with my hands, manipulate that to be more bracelet shaped. So whereas there it's kind of just going in that direction, you just take your hands and just manipulate it so it's going to sit like a nice bracelet. And that's pretty much it. So it's really easy. It's just play about with the wire and just get used to, you can make these shapes with it, and just obviously just stitching it together. It's really nice.
It's amazing, Laura. We love it. Absolutely gorgeous. One of my favourite pieces that I've seen for, well, not just from your jewellery, but in jewellery in general. I think it's gorgeous. I love it. I love the colour. I love the style and the wires. I love the mix of the wires, and I love the pearls. I think that's gorgeous. You would easily spend £20 on something like that. Easily. And to think that was what, the kit wasn't even £20.
No, and when you sat down and making it, it actually doesn't take that long to make either.
No.
You know, the only thing you need to do is just make sure you don't make that centre bit too big, but then it also make a nice pendant.
Yeah, or a brooch.
Or a centrepiece of a necklace. So
could you do that and then put, and it's going to sound silly, but I love wearing scarves and they always blow everywhere, but could you use that and put your scarf through it if you made a big one?
Yeah, because what you could do is you actually just feed the wire through both sides, don't you?
Yeah.
So yeah, you totally could. You could do anything you want. There's, you know, it's completely up to you.
Because you could have a matching bracelet, a scarf,
the whole set.
Holder. You can really go to town. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I love that. If you've got any questions, please do drop them in, jewellerymaker.com or at 60777 GM Studio at the start of your text. Or alternatively, if you're not wanting to do it just now, you want to talk to Laura personally, she's on JM Guest Designer Facebook page, Laura Binding. Just have a wee look for her on there. I have got some ruby stars.
I was just trying to look at what that was.
What do you think?
I think they're really cute.
Yeah?
I like them.
Should we do these?
Yeah.
Have it, you want, all right then, Ben. I'd love to see them. All right. Didn't mean it like that. He just genuinely wanted to see them. I'm going to get these zero-on pliers that are in my box to my right. Actually to my left, but television-wise it looks to the right.
Actually cutters that you're using or pliers?
No. Really short, flat-nose pliers.
They're really cute.
They are, aren't they?
Don't have those.
Did you think I was going to cut off the top loop there and thinking, oh, don't do it? Nearly. They are 12 by 10 millimetre. You're getting 84 points of rubies, over 3/4 of a carat, and 5 rubies there. Each one has got a 3 millimetre faceted round ruby. July's birthstone, anniversary gemstone as well. For the 35th, 40th anniversary gemstone?
40th.
15th and 40th, sorry, forgive me. And you've got 5 of them just like this. So they've got a connector at the top of them. They are all, quite amazingly, the same depth, rich red, same depth and rich red. So if I try and show, I've just put my fingerprint in them, but if I just try, well,
would you like another set of pliers? They're not little short cute ones like that.
But they're all of the same depth and richness of colour. Is it? £6.99 each. That's amazing. £34.95, and they're solid sterling silver. You could look at them as stars. You could also look at them as starfish. Because they're slightly curved to give the bezel. Now, bezel setting is one of the most time-consuming settings in any gemstone setting. And to get that sterling silver scooped all the way around each one of those rubies, 5 rubies, pretty spectacular. The 3mm round, they're not exactly shy and retiring. We have gemstones at 3mm that we offer in strands, so they're really sizable. In rings, in pendants, as charms. And for July's birthstone, a lot of people charge over £45–50 for a sterling silver charm without even rubies in them.
Yeah.
For a star charm. So to have stars and rubies, anniversary gemstone, as well as a birth gemstone, as well as a gem that a lot of people love. A lot of people get engaged with rubies. I think it's a beautiful gemstone. One of my favourite gems is a ruby. And for £34.95, it's a style of gem I thought you had to be sort of older and sort of getting engaged or getting married or getting one of the sort of eternity gemstones or maybe something extra special. For example, Ben, how long have you got to get married now? 3 months our director Ben's getting married. How exciting. Ooh. So something like that. He's got lots to do, lots to plan in a short space of time. Much to be done. £94.95 and you get 5 of these. That's not even £10 each.
And the thing is, if you had that just added to a sterling silver jump ring and chain, I mean, we've been selling chains for what? £7, £6. So that means that a whole piece would be what, left about £11–12 for the whole set. But if you was to give that as a gift, even I say a younger person, because I could see a little July baby, little July girl, sort of 7 or 8, would love that, because I think at that age, my daughter's 7, so I know that she understands her gemstones. So she comes in, she understands that hers is pearl. She loves to know about it, so that age where they understand. So if you said that's your birthstone, it's something they could wear, but something they could understand as well.
Absolutely, and you'll never forget who gave you your first ruby, will you? Something that'll stay with you for all your life, and it's something you can keep through any age. The 95 stamped on the back of them as well, just in case you weren't sure. They all have individually stamped sterling silver. They don't need to, because they're not over 7 grams each, but they have got that if you fancy. Right, what were we doing now? Another quick treat. While I'm here, is that all right? Sorry, they're just hiding. Oh, it's Tanzanite. Tanzanite, Laura Vine. How much? No. He wants to do my favourite number and then add on 95p on the end. If you're a regular viewer, you'll know what my favourite number is. After last night, I'm still trying to get over the price points of Tanzanite. We were supposed to be at $39.95 for a Tanzanite strand. Rob and I were over the moon with that price point, and someone else had taken it to $21.95, and we honoured that price. We nearly wanted to cry. For Tanzanite, December's birthstone. So this month's birthstone, the gemstone that is not even being mined anymore, and hasn't been mined for a fair while. And it's what, 2 years now? There is plenty in the industry. It's been mined, but once something can't be mined anymore, prices go up, don't they? Well, not necessarily at Jewellery Maker, because we want to give it away. I don't know anymore. Tanzanite is the first gemstone out of all the gemstones in the birthstone calendar to be added in as an extra. It's the only one they've added into the birthstone calendar since it originally existed.
Really?
Very special one. It's a gemstone that can range from all sorts of price points. I know Caprice used to have, borrowed a belt buckle of Tanzanite. It was I think if my memory serves me correctly, it was over $50,000 for a belt buckle, and it fell off, and she lost it in a club. It was in a nightclub opening or something, or a party in a nightclub. So they shut the entire nightclub to find this Tanzanite belt buckle, and they found it on the floor. Can you imagine? Oops. You need to find it. It's $50,000 for my belt buckle. Can we find that, please? I love that. To be able to have Tanzanite as a belt buckle, well, it's $6.95. You could do that yourself. Tink's message in, hiya. You said, just wanted to say Merry Christmas, Ali and Laura, and hope you both have a fab time. Hope you enjoy, have a safe drive home. Oh, hugs from me and Phoebe. Oh, thank you so much.
Thank you, and you too. Hope you have a lovely day.
Very much to you, and of course, I'm very much looking forward to seeing my mummy, and Joy is, can't wait to see him. Right. Laura, absolutely love that demonstration. We've got 10 moments if you fancy doing anything else, or even talking through something for us.
Do you want me to show the ring? Because the ring is quite simple.
Yeah, that would be wonderful if that's okay. I don't want to put you on the spot.
No, it's fine. It was. I was quite chuffed with how this one came out actually, because it's one piece of wire, but because of the wire, I was able to sort of blend in the edges because of the way that it is. So it's really, even though it's very simple, it's very easy to do. So you can see it's quite continuous, but it's yeah, the ends are sort of blended in, so I can show you that, and then I can just explain how you can just cut those and make them like memory wire, so that's fine.
Right.
They're really cute.
Super cute. I'll pop them back actually before I end up going home.
So, what I wanted to do, as I said, I actually had...
Oh, what do you need? I've got some of your pearls.
Oh, sorry, I've got pearls. I need my ring mandrel. So this one piece actually made the sort of the shaped section of that one there.
This one here?
Yeah, then it made the bracelet. Then I had that tiny little offcut which I used to make the ring. Now, that piece there is simple. It is just literally taking the wire and winding it around a mandrel. I had the orange one, so I was able to use the different sizes and graduate it down. So I was able to mirror it, so the centre one was larger, the two outer ones graduated down.
That's an orange mandrel, sorry, if you haven't seen those before. We have done them. You think we look like Kevin and Perry? Who is that?
Yeah, you're absolutely right, yeah. You're
Jamie
right.
said it.
It's the glasses on the head, isn't it?
Why doesn't my machine refresh?
It's this, isn't it? It's this bit here.
Rubbish. Laura, you remind me of Kevin and Perry. Sorry, no offence.
No, it is. You're absolutely right. I can see it. It's because of this. See, I don't have them on. Right, I still look like Kevin and Perry.
Can I try your happy glasses on?
You can, yeah. They're the happy glasses. You just feel happy in them. See? You look so cool.
I love them.
They're happy glasses.
I do. My eyes also feel a little bit more relaxed as well. I've got my eyes shut and you wouldn't know.
No.
They are. Oh, wow. I like them.
They're good, aren't they? And I keep them in the car. And if you've had, people stressing you out driving, being silly.
You mean Christmas drivers?
I just mean general drivers.
Oh,
but
okay.
yeah, so they're great because I just put them on and everything is
wow,
happy.
it is bright in here.
Yeah, see?
I love them.
Yeah, they're cool.
They make my face look different. Good different or bad different, Ben? You want to know?
Right, so going back to the orange mandrel, yeah, so it's just this one here.
Is that in pot, the beach ball?
You embraced it better than I did.
Wow, how much fun can you have with a beach ball?
Right. Okay, so I'm just going to cut a piece of wire. So as I said, it's just a piece that you've got left. And what I want to do is just take that wire and wrap it around. Now, this one is, because of the nature of the wire, it's not going to go as easily as a normal wire would. So a normal wire, you just wrap it around, it's going to hold the shape. This one, you have to be a little bit more...
forceful.
Persuasive, I was going to say, but yeah,
much better.
Yeah, no, you're right,
Much
forceful. I was trying to show it, but say it
no,
nicely.
you sound much better.
So
like
you can see I've got it like that, but you can see as soon as I let it go, it's not really, it's just kind of going like that. So it does need to be held into shape. Now you can take your pliers if you want, your hammer, and you can lightly hammer it, but it still isn't going to lock it into shape.
Okay.
It will give it a little bit more strength, but it's not that it needs strength, it will hold the shape a little bit more, but it will still spring out.
Be a solid ring. Okay.
So you do need to bear that into mind, but as soon as you start to wrap it, it will stay in its shape.
Right.
Okay, so
do this.
I'm just going to make sure that I'm happy with the sizing. Remember what I said about that wire not giving.
Yeah, so you choose your size and take a wee bit more time than maybe what you would take on a different wire to make your ring size, because it isn't as forgiving.
Yeah. So I'm going to cut, again, probably about just over half of a metre of my 0.4 wire. Now, thinking about it, you probably could use a 0.6 wire with this, because these pearls probably would go, because the drill holes on these are actually quite generous.
Fabulous.
So, and that would give you a bit more strength, but it works fine with the 0.4. So I'm just going to attach it to the single wire, just so that I've got it to sort of anchor onto, and wrap it a couple of times, and then I'm going to cross them over, and then, sorry, I'm just trying to show it, but I'm holding the sort of end part of this side so I can keep it all together, and then I'm just going to stitch it almost. So there's a lot of, I say I hate sewing, and then I spend most of my demo saying just stitch it. So you're just going to sort of wrap it together, bind it together with the wires like that. So that's now keeping it shaped much better.
Oh, it is, isn't it?
Because again, that where it grips that wire is an advantage because it's locked. So you can kind of pop it on. You could probably, if you were quite sort of, say, forceful about it, just kind of get a little bit more movement out of it. But this is why it's quite important to make sure you have got it at the size that you want it to be. And I'm just going to use my flat nose pliers to really shape it and make sure that I can get those wires to stay as they are now. So you can see how that's changed and how that's now holding its shape much better.
Yeah, you don't need to do it with, you don't need to hold it in the middle now.
No, so it's holding its shape much better.
Patricia sent in a lovely message from the West Midlands and she said, Merry Christmas and have a Happy New Year to you all at JM and to you, Patricia. Then she said, love your designs, Laura. I have been spending like a crazy woman.
Oh, thank you very much. I hope you have a lovely Christmas as well.
From everybody here, everybody in the gallery is saying, and Lauren, big waves to our Patricia and to everybody. Merry Christmas to you. Hope you have a lovely day. There he is. There they are, it's Ben and Phil in the gallery. There they are.
I think I must be one of the only people actually excited to be working Christmas Eve. I was quite excited because it meant I got to be involved in with the Christmas feel, but not working Christmas Day. So I like that.
Oh, I love it.
You know,
I love it.
Get to dress up like this.
I don't really. I'm funny. I don't ever really count it. It was my mum's birthday today, so I always count it as mum's birthday. So Christmas Eve isn't really.
I was saying the same. I was trying to say to you earlier. My mum's birthday's on the 15th of December, so we never used to put the tree or decorations up until after her birthday. So when we have children, my husband will like, "Can we put decorations up now?" I was like, "Nope." After the 15th.
Yeah, after mum's
When you have
birthday.
children, you do get a little bit more like, no, I'm not going to do that anymore. But it's so into me that I have to wait till my mum's birthday before I can say, yeah, it's Christmas.
If I did that, it would be.
Well, yeah, obviously.
Buying Christmas,
yours is a little bit
Christmas
closer.
Day Christmas Eve.
Yours is a bit
Could you
closer.
imagine?
My mum's is like the 15th, so it's smack in the middle. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is just quickly, using that same piece of wire, so I've cut the little tail off, and I'm going to go over with the pearls, and I'm just going to sort of add 3 of the pearls into a row next to each other, and this is where they're lovely with the flat backs, where you said, is that an advantage?
Yes.
Yeah, because it sits lovely against the wire, it makes a nice sort of set in. And all I'm doing is just bringing the wire around, so I'm not actually wrapping it around, I'm just sort of hooking it back up, because I've already secured the band.
So you don't need to do that
so don't need to worry about that. And then just pop it on one more. And then I can just wrap that once, and then wrap it again. So I'm right at the edge of the cut, if you can see. So I don't really want to go over, and what can happen is the wire that you're wrapping with, the 0.4, can slip off the edge there, and you don't want that.
Right, okay.
So, and then I'm just going to go back, now I'm going to just go back through the middle. So what I'm doing is doing everything I can to make sure that this ring is super secure.
And it's a lovely trilogy you're making.
Yeah.
I love you today more than I did yesterday, but not as much as I'll love you tomorrow.
Oh. You could, if you wanted to sort of do it a little bit more, if you had a longer piece of wire, you could wrap each stone individually, so it almost look like it's got a set-in.
Like a little nest.
Yeah, if you wanted to. So you do whatever you want. Again, I'm just trying to give you like the foundations of what you could do. So I quite like that, actually. I don't know why I didn't do it. You know, you think, why didn't I do that? But that's nice, because it goes to show you how you don't always think of something when you first start working with it. So I've just done that, and that's all sort of wrapped around like that. Then I'm going to take this and I'm going to wrap it, and I'm going to make sure it goes around that single wire again. I don't want it to wrap around the edge. I want it to just wrap, and I can get rid of that then. Cut that. Again, make sure you cut it to the front so that that wire isn't going to sort of cut you. And then what I'm doing with that little edge of the wires that come out, I'm just almost using my pliers to just kind of push them underneath the pearls. I know that it's really secure. I know I've gone over the whole piece. I know it's been stitched really secure. So this piece here, what I'm going to do is cut it as close as I can. Be so careful at this stage that you do not cut, you know, any of the wire, the 0.4. And so it's really quite flush now. So you can see that there. And then again, just taking your pliers, you will just kind of encouraging it over. And again, just kind of rocking to really smooth those wires round. And they just kind of disappear. I don't really know, it's by pure fluke, but they actually just disappear completely. If you feel that, I mean, take a little bit more time, but if you feel that, it's actually really smooth. And then you could pop it back on if you want to. It's going to be a little bit large. So again, this is one I would slightly undersize so that when you're working with it, if it springs out, you allow for that spring.
Right.
So just go again a couple of sizes smaller, so that because it's one that you would be able to just sort of adjust. But you know,
okay.
That's pretty much it, really.
I love it. How quick was that? Obviously, it would probably take me a lot longer, and Laura, you're a superstar, so that's something that wouldn't take you too long, but I definitely think that's something you could master, whether you've tried working with wire before or not. And even if you have tried working with wire, the braided wire is something different from artistic wire, so do try and get a hold of it. It went to just $17.95 for 2 reels of braided wire and 3 strands of pearls, 1 totally natural white Baroque pearls, the other 2 Baroque in your peacock pearls, and peach pearls in there too. Baroquing the peacock.
So that was part of my stacker collection then, see?
Yes, it does. See, there you go.
There you go.
Perfect. Currently got bending a peacock impression in my ear, which is quite good. I'm going to quickly bring you some pliers, and then we're going to have a really, really short break. Laura, I can't thank you enough for both of those demonstrations. I love it. Hopefully you found something that you haven't done before, or you've got inspired to give yourself something to work with. Either way, it's lovely to hear from you, and it's lovely that you've taken the time to tune in. It really, really is. Have a look at these and what you think. £14. 95 I can't even say that. Oh, Zena's in the gallery. She's all sparkly. She looks fabulous. You look like Christmas. Party in the gallery. Let's see the shapes. I want some of the music they're listening to. Wowza. And then Phil's just chilling. Everybody's dancing and Phil is just chilling. Because he's too cool for school.
The shirts make you chilled and relaxed.
Do you like it? I've got my coconut. It's just water in there, but it's lovely. £14.95. Now, you were mentioning these earlier. I'm guessing maybe you haven't seen the short ones as yet, have you?
No, I haven't, no. No, I like them. They're really good. They'd be good if you do your chain mailing. And also, again, it goes back to your intricate kind of work. If you do work more intricate pieces, obviously I do the more intricate pieces, so that's going to enable you to get in there nice and close to your work.
I particularly like them. I absolutely agree with what you've said, but for me as well, because I'm not very good at it, I don't like it when the pliers are too long, because I feel like I'm doing it too far. It's like too much of a distance, where if it's short, I feel like I've got more control. Yeah, because it's closer to you. I would say, probably, if you are a fan of Zurn and you do have a few of the tools, including the flush cutters, I would probably mark these in some way, so that I wouldn't, because if anything like me... Be blob of nail polish or something.
Because if you pick up those wrong pliers, because they are lovely, but I mean, you don't want to use the wrong cutters.
It's just you don't want your dog to chew them either. So it's another one.
3 pairs of my pliers is chewed.
On that note, we'll go to a very, very short break. We've got beautiful, rich red spinel coming up on the other side of a very, very short break. About 4:30 we'll do that. Don't forget, we've got beach balls bouncing. Keep counting. We'll see you in a sec.